Son of man birthed in the sky as a fetus. Cosmic hitman, most high, the elitist. Power of the one, I am wise to the secrets. My light shine, open up our eyes like a phoenix. Son of man birthed in the sky as a fetus. Cosmic hitman, most high, the elitist. Showers in the sun, bathe my eyes in uniqueness. Zodiac God, all praise Astrologezus. Silly God, Zodiac, stellar field ruler. Ferris wheel Bueller, seven seal jeweler. Blow is so hot, I made the devil feel cooler. My love is so high, the seven heavens kneel to you. Versus scorch, burn the human torch when I'm flaming on. My heat made their favorite cuts, that's filet mignon. Basic door, nature spawn. Haters going, faders drawn. Wanna keep you king, be careful when you place the pawns. Body still firm, and don't tell it where my brain's been. Midnight oil burner written with a vape pen, hidden in my brainstem. Wisdom is a strange gem. I be speaking in tongues and sun dialect. Giant who be stepping on tanks, I punch fighter jets. Zodiac is raining invisible, spun spider nets. Thought alarms waking the dead, but no timer set. Radio is putting in work, it's no idle threat. Used to cash checks to buy, now we buy checks with cash. Like Nike cereal and Instagram seller badge. I stay flying, I won't back down yet. Put their money up behind me, that's a background check. Son of man birthed in the sky as a fetus. Cosmic hitman, most high, the elitist. Power of the one, I am wise to the secrets. My light shine, open up our eyes like a phoenix. Son of man birthed in the sky as a fetus. Cosmic hitman, most high, the elitist. Showers in the sun, bathe my eyes in uniqueness. Zodiac God, all praise Astrologezus. Yeah, flaming headdress, glowing eyes, the prestigious. Portals in the ocean, in the sky are the deepest. Zodiac records, I supply you repeaters. Astrologezus, go and fly to the peaks. Out this world where the mind's eye couldn't reach us. I am so aware, with record needles, I be threading time fabric into flesh. I can sow the air. Teddy pentagrammatine, I expose the red. You claiming blocks you rep, but you don't even know you're square. Cause Zodiac, I'm bright like a solar flare. White robe from the fur of a polar bear. Sperm made a golden glare. Words from a yogi prayer. Outer space solar. Filling up the spot, you are now a placeholder. Don't know how to play soldier. I spoke deep like the sound was played slower. Illuminate the arc to bring us now to wake Noah. Halo on the crown, that's a holy war. Man versus machine, that's the holy war. Told me more, man's an android with the circuitry that no one saw. Into demons' layers, with the demon slayers. Swimming through the dreams and layers. Wisdom for your streaming players. I see through you if you lying, that's a CAT scan. Blow a hole through your group, now that's the Gap Band. Burning Aries in the dust, that's an ashram. I try to jog my memory, but the past ran. Lunar cycle next phase, hidden like a masked man. Ninja with the fast hands, quicker than the flash can. Never saw my blade till it hit them when they crash land. Son of man birthed in the sky as a fetus. Cosmic hitman, most high, the elitist. Power of the one, I am wise to the secrets. My light shine, open up our eyes like a phoenix. Son of man birthed in the sky as a fetus. Cosmic hitman, most high, the elitist. Showers in the sun, bathe my eyes in uniqueness. Zodiac God, all praise Astrologezus.
Vibrations go higher. Come on, come on. Yeah. Started off as rebels and renegades. Niggas on some we sorry now when they still a slave. It was all love when that savage was in the cave. A Brooklyn guard, not from the A, but I've been brave. Catch the wave, 360, feeling the frequency. It's different now, people want the music more frequently. More social, approachable. I'm more concerned with spitting a quotable. Reveal it in the bars, everything we be going through. Defy gravity, reach heights that's unattainable. I enlighten minds, don't think I'm entertaining you. I'm interchangeable, come fresh as if the game is new. I came to do a service, got them all nervous. Hold heat like a furnace, if I got it, I earned it. Exhibit knowledge and power, people ask where I learned it. It's for the ones who stole my land, I think it's time you return it. They say the flow so Brooklyn, that's enough to be concerned with. Real Look, I'm in the QC where the Hornets swarm and the Panthers proud. We in a time where the people want the answers now. My defined speech is complete upon a righteous rhythm. Cause Islamism is the wisdom that I give them. Yeah, we came here to a rhythm of music. Beats, rhymes, life, infuse it. Music heals, self-medicate. Frequency 528 resonate. Vibrations go higher. Let's elevate, go higher. Each verse possess a remedy to nurse the stress. There's a lot of misconceptions that can hurt the flesh. Music can have your moods change, go from worst to best. Whether jazz, soul, or melodic and grooves, you find solace. The soul train moves, you wake the sleeping goddess. The boogie is electric, that spark in your medulla. Measure like a ruler, they watch how I maneuver. Frequent orgasms when I'm broadcasting. Hear the love chanting, we coalesce, my people love dancing. Never off rhythm when we grooving with them. See the force hit them and moving in them, we all in harmony. The frequency heals more than the pharmacy. Yeah, we came here to a rhythm of music. Beach rhymes, life infuse it. Music heals, self-medicate. Frequency 528 resonate. Vibrations go higher. Let's elevate, go higher. Vibrations go higher. Let's elevate, go higher. Vibrations go higher. Let's elevate, go higher. Vibrations.
That song right there is the perfect embodiment of your energy. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. The
Okay,
vibrations go higher. We're gonna get to why that is. Before we
okay.
do, everyone welcome to Astrologezus. We got a special guest with us today. The illustrious, the illuminated, the enlightened, the noble, the more kill Ripkin.
Peace,
His
peace,
brother
peace.
right
Love and light.
his
Islam to
brother right
everybody.
here is magic on the mic. So you know if I say that, it's a rare thing.
Mhm.
So it
Love,
makes you the first musical Zodiak spotlight artist on here.
love.
Yeah,
Astrologezus. I'm honored, brother.
indeed,
Real talk, man.
indeed.
Nothing but love to you and the God knowledge, man. I appreciate being here, being on the show, and just expanding, shedding some more light on, you know, what I'm all about, man. So, yeah,
So
I'm
I
looking
was
forward.
looking here at this current energy that we have up here right here. And I was thinking about why today? Why
Mm,
now?
mm-hmm,
Why you?
mm-hmm.
So we got to look at where we are in the energy and what's going on.
Let's do it.
So today, the sun is at 8 degrees of Libra, the sign of peace, justice,
Mm,
right? Libra, liberation, right?
mm-hmm,
We're dealing with balance. The goal here is all about balance. The other day, I was thinking about how in every single story, book, movie, whether it's people in real life or whether it's something that's written,
mm,
there's always a hero and there's always a villain.
mm,
And without the villain, there is no story. Likewise, within ourselves, each of us are a balance of light and dark, front and back, up and down, left and right, duality. In each of these stories, the hero never really fully overcomes the villain,
mm,
and the villain never truly defeats the hero. And it's their attempt that keeps the wheel moving from night to day, from day to night, right? So we're dealing with balance here today. Why you? Why you? Why now? Sun at 8 degrees of Libra. Knowledge, if you could pull up the kill profile here, I'm gonna show you why you. Because this was something that just occurred to me probably about 5 minutes before we went on live. I said, wow, you can't make this up. It
No coincidence.
always, not well, only coincidences.
Mm.
Because everything has to coincide.
Islam.
Every wheel has to coincide with every other wheel. There's wheels within wheels, circles within circles, and all of them have to line up perfectly.
Wheel of
So
time.
in all of the years that I've known you, why today?
Mm.
And knowledge. You see that chart still drink? Because when I was looking at your energy, it immediately jumped out to me when I looked at today. So remember, Sunday is 8 degrees of Libra.
Mm.
So if we look at this chart here and we go and we look at Libra, we find Uranus, the planet of knowledge, the planet of enlightenment, the planet of awakening, at exactly 8 degrees of Libra, where the sun is right now. That's why I had to highlight that because
Powerful.
your the universe is pointing to your planet of knowledge and saying, well, not only do people need to know what you know, but people need to know you. And so here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are. Right.
Yeah, man.
So I want to get into what makes you the MC you are. The goal in every chart is to reach the top, to reach the MC, what's called the MC, the midheaven. And everyone ascends to be like the MC, right? Because
Right.
in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God.
Indeed.
So the MC gives the Word,
The voice of God.
indeed, right? The radio is Radio,
Mm-hmm.
the Sun God, right? The speaker is a circle within a circle, which looks identical to the chart, which is a circle within a circle, which looks identical to the symbol of the sun, which is a circle within a circle. The circumpunk, as it is called. Which you also see that image um there with the brain from that's from the Moore album, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's in there too. The
Mm.
solar symbol. See? So, all right, this is the reason why I said that particular song, that beat is crazy, by the way, and the lyrics are the perfect match, the perfect balance
Shout
for
out to Block Funk on that one.
that soundtrack. It was everything I want to hear.
Indeed.
Vibrations go higher though.
Yep.
Your ascendant being Sag. Sag represents elevating higher.
Mm.
trying to constantly, that's why it looks like, an arrow flying up the plane, trying to reach the highest point, which would be Capricorn, the tip of the mountain, the top, right? But Sag is continuously in the motion of flying towards ascension to reach the apex. Now, because you have the sun in Virgo, 27 degrees, as well as Pluto,
Mm.
it places them in the 10th house, the Capricorn house right at the top. That's why I said vibrations go higher, right? And that's an embodiment of you. Virgo is the sign of health, the sign of health consciousness,
Indeed.
the sign of putting things in order, agriculture, service to others, cleanliness, which is next to godliness, the 7, Libra, right? Divine order.
Divine order.
So we can see that your artistry, because we're looking at this from the perspective of you as an artist. The sun represents the creative force, the art you make, or rather the art that the universe manifests through you. So your art has to be in alignment with health, Virgo. It
Mm.
has to be in alignment. Virgo is also the lyricist, not just putting words together in any old way. See, Gemini, like my brother Knowledge here, Gemini is the word play master. Gemini plays with different words and perspectives. Virgo says, all right, listen, all that's cool, but we need to take that and put it into order
Right.
so that it makes sense, it's cohesive, it follows the right pattern and structure, and the idea is delivered in a way where it's understood and you can comprehend it, and it's truthful, and it's giving you some sort of a message. And not only that, but it's detailed, and it's healthy, and it's good information that serves. So it's a service to humanity. Giving information that's not that's old information. It's old but new. Resurrecting, because you're a Pluto. Pluto is the planet that deals with resurrection. It's also a microphone.
Mm.
Pluto is the serpent, the alchemist. So it makes you a creative alchemist that is able to transform the heart of the listener from within. Not only that, but the sun in the 10th gives you longevity. It gives you artistic longevity. It means that you stick to what you're doing. You stick to the routine. Virgo is routine. You stick to the routine over time
Yep.
until the mission is completed, basically. You know what I'm saying? Until I execute Pluto, the mission, 10th house, I'm gonna stick to 10th house, the routine, until I get the job done. Right? It's a calling. So Pluto, the mic, the sun, the 10th house is the stage, is the public. So wherever you place yourself, you're always gonna rise to the top. You're designed to elevate to the top of whatever you do, to try to master it. It's mastery,
Mm-hmm.
along with Uranus, also in the 10th, which is the planet, like I told you, of enlightenment and knowledge and awakening.
Mm.
So you have the sun, creativity, sitting between the two planets that deal with transformation resurrection Pluto, and awakening Uranus. So that's already a form alone without even looking at anything else. That's a formula for creative landmines that when you step on them, because music is Pisces, which is also the foot, when you step on them, they explode and enlighten you. They don't destroy you, they resurrect you. Right. Now we also see that you have Mercury and Mars together in Virgo. Mercury is the nature of how you communicate, how you write. It's your writing style, the
Mm-hmm.
way you put words together, the way that you think, the way you process information, right? So Virgo is analytical, very detailed. You're a perfectionist, a super
Fact.
perfectionist. So much so that you're checking every word to make sure every word is in the right place and it's the right word that you want to use, and it's detailed enough where it's descriptive.
Indeed.
And not only that, but along with Mars, Mars is the battle planet, right? So yeah, though your music is enlightening, there's a hungry battle MC at the core of all of that, without a doubt.
Without a doubt. The origin.
Exactly. But you just ascended to knowing that we're fighting a bigger battle. So you use that skill and that sword and aim it where it's supposed to go.
Indeed.
Music, Mercury Mars is holding a flaming sword in your hand. It's quick to throw the hand. It's quick
Mm.
to the trigger finger's fast. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a lyrical showdown outside the saloon in the old west.
Mm-hmm.
You turn around, and before they even reach, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Mercury, Mars, it's quick. So it gives you the ability to write quickly. It gives you the ability to think quickly. Slowed down only by your own perfectionist tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
So you come up with a lot of ideas quickly, but the problem is picking the right one because you want it to be perfect. And you want to make sure that the information that you're conveying is accurate too.
Always.
Right? So all of that is part of your writing process, which for most they don't even think about these things, but you're conscious of it. Right? Not only this, but we also see that you have Jupiter, the ruler of the ascendant, in Scorpio in the 11th. So Jupiter is the teacher. Sag too. It's a teacher. So you're naturally a teacher. You
Mm-hmm.
can't help that. You've always been that. And I'm sure that extends outside of the realms of music too.
Yeah, that's my line of work.
Teacher. And
Yep.
so through your teaching, you resurrect those who are in the underworld because it's Jupiter and Scorpio. You know, you pull them up out of the depths through enlightenment, because in the 11th, the house of knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
give them their daily bread. Right. We also see that this Jupiter Scorpio, it adds to the mystery. It shrouds what you do in mystery. But at the same time, it gives you a great interest in things that are occult. And that's expressed also that esoteric gender. is expressed through your artistry as well. You love music. You got the sun 27 degrees, Pluto 27 degrees, and Neptune 28 degrees. So your sun
Mm,
and Pluto and Neptune are all closely aspected. Neptune is the planet of music. The sun is what you love.
mm.
You've always loved it. You have a deep when Pluto makes it deep. You love it also when it's deep and it touches you deeply and you want your music to touch others deeply.
Mm.
It's not surface level. It's penetrating and it's an alchemical process that's soul stirring.
Crazy.
But yeah, you love it. You love music
Always have, bro.
since childhood. It's always been there. It also helps you. It helps you with your own therapy.
Hmm.
It's part of even your writing and your artistry. It's part of your therapy.
Hmm.
You may also deal with things that involve either children, young people, the son, um, in some form of service arena,
Yeah,
Virgo,
man.
with
I work
dealing
with
with
the youth.
those who are
Work with the youth
imprisoned,
daily.
Neptune. You say what?
Yeah, I was saying I work with the youth.
All right. Do you deal with anything that involves those who are either imprisoned?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah,
I work with the youth in the criminal justice department. You know what I mean?
there
So
it
like,
is.
I like facilitate life skills for them that got into trouble, and most of my boys got ankle bracelets on, like
Mm,
90% of them. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the line of work I'm in. I'm touching these youth every day. Um, you know, in a way that's elevating them. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I love the work. I love what I do. You know what I mean? Because I know I'm changing lives, and especially you know in the form of the young ones. So yeah, indeed.
how did you find yourself in that line of work? Like what I can see it here mathematically, but what in your experience because you're the one who walked those steps and those degrees.
Yeah.
What led you there?
I mean, the last couple of years out here, um, where I live in Charlotte, I was coaching, so I got more involved in the youth here, in the community through coaching. And then through coaching, I got to meet other individuals, in different professions, throughout the city. And I met an individual who had a nonprofit who basically was, working with the youth, with the DJJ. And he said, "Yo, you'd be perfect for this program that I have." And he asked me like a couple of times, and I turned him down twice actually.
Mm,
And I don't know, well, I do know this is what I suppose have been doing. And it was a matter of timing. I was going through some things at the time where he asked me the first couple of times, and it was just what I was supposed to be doing. So when he came back again full circle, I was just like, yeah, this is it. So yeah, that's it, man. I just got put myself involved with the youth in the community through coaching, and then in that I just started meeting people throughout the city, and yeah, I had a brother just come up to me and said I'd be perfect for the job, and it's been on ever since.
I love it. How long ago was that?
Say about 2 years ago.
Years ago. Beautiful.
Yeah, I say
So you
about
got
2 years ago. And I taught in the schools too, This was years ago. I can't even remember the year. Um, I want to say 2007, 8. I was teaching in the schools, but that didn't sit right with my soul.
Mm.
Teaching in those schools, and I see how I already knew what time it was as far as it being institutionalized and things of that nature. But you know, it's my nature to teach, so I figured that was the route I needed to go. And at the time, I had just moved out here, so it was a means to support too. But it just didn't sit right with my soul and my spirit, so I left the job and kind of like
Mm.
not kind of like I pulled my kids out of school too and been homeschooling ever since. I think this is our what
That's the way.
14th, 15th year homeschooling. You know what I mean?
That's
So
wonderful.
yeah, so the teaching thing that's just me by nature. You know what I mean? And
You know
like I
what's
said,
interesting? I just noticed in your chart, right? You have the moon here at 7 degrees of Gemini, right?
mm-hmm,
And I'll get to what that means from a musical perspective. But you have Jupiter at 6 degrees of Scorpio, right? So they're 1 degree away from each other in aspect.
right,
Jupiter represents school and education. The moon represents home. Jupiter and the moon is homeschool. You
can't
also
make it
have
up.
Uranus at 8 degrees of Libra. Uranus is like suddenly breaking out and doing something that's unorthodox. You know,
Can't make it up more.
what you tend to do because you have a need. You need to feel free.
Mm,
You have to feel free.
have to,
If you don't feel free, then whatever it is, you have to break from.
indeed. That's super fact right there.
Yeah. But it
Yeah,
also
to the
means you
point.
want that freedom for those you care about. You know, you care about the community.
Yeah,
Wherever you go, you're gonna care about the community.
always.
And not only that, but you express that care through communication. So you get involved through your word,
Mm-hmm,
your verbal ministry, whether there's a mic there or not.
mm-hmm. Yeah, the teaching aspect of myself led me into the ministry. You know
Mm.
what I mean? Which is the same, just doing it on another vibration.
Vibrations go higher.
Always,
Doing it on a higher vibration. That's all.
always.
You know what? I'm a teacher, but I can't teach what I want to teach here. But I've got to teach.
Got to.
You know? If you
Yeah,
can't if you can't teach what you're supposed to teach, then you might as well not do it at all. Because like being a messenger but not delivering the right message.
yeah. I struggle with that
Yeah.
because you want people to get the message.
Yeah.
You know, you want people to get the message when you tell them something. You want them to get it and use that, use it as
You know
fuel.
what's deep about that is people can only hear the message when it's time.
Hmm.
You play the role of delivering it.
Yep.
And I know sometimes because you got Mercury Mars, you can be impatient. You want them to get it now. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Urgently, because sometimes it is urgent. Sometimes, like,
Hmm.
listen, you need to hear what I'm telling you now because it's life and death. You
Facts.
don't got time to play with this. You don't got time for you to you walking across the street. There's a bus coming. You ain't got time to argue about you
No,
don't like how I said it. I'm telling you, move the hell out the way. There's a bus coming. You know what I'm saying?
that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
That's exactly how I move. You know what I mean? My tolerance level these days, you know. So, that's the challenge. That's the balance that I'm, every day I work to get in balance, in tune with that. Because I know everything is in time and everyone is gonna get it. Everyone in their time.
right. And their time, which may be in this particular life cycle, it may not be.
That's right.
They're
That's
gonna
right.
get what they're supposed to get out of this cycle, though.
Always.
So you got to be at peace with the fact that we're only mediums.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're mediums delivering and carrying forth a message to and from each other. Because
Indeed.
somebody, like I said, somebody can give you the envelope, and you might open it a month later. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Somebody might send you the message, and you don't see it, and then Mercury goes retrograde, and you end up seeing it a couple months later. You know what I'm saying? Or a couple of years later.
Right.
It
Yeah, I
takes
get it.
time for people to see things. Just because you heard it, your ears registered that there was a sound that was made doesn't mean you were really listening. You know what I'm saying? Just because you read it, how many times have you like heard a song
Hmm.
and that song later on took on a whole nother meaning?
Whole nother meaning.
You know,
Or
all
even
of a
a
sudden it's
movie or
like,
something you watched.
yeah,
You know.
yeah.
You're right. You're right, Mo.
Could be a book. You done read that book a few times, you read that page a few times, but somehow today it hits different.
Right.
Somehow today you noticed something that was written in the pages as if it was an invisible ink. That was that line there all along. It was there, but you didn't
Right.
comprehend it. And
Yeah, man.
continuously, this too, more than anything, this these simple symbols,
Mm.
symbols, right, containing so much information, but it's endless. To stare at a symbol that hasn't moved. It does move, but from a natal perspective.
Right.
But one day you just notice something that you didn't notice before. It was always there looking at you. One day you look in the mirror and you see something in yourself that you didn't see before.
Mm-hmm.
But it was always there staring you in the face. Virgo health. I heard you talking about the medicinal properties of the music or the
Mm-hmm.
medicinal frequencies. Medicine music. That's who you are. You serve medicine music.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
Diapharmaceuticals.
yeah, I like that. Yeah, music should feed the soul, man. I really believe that. I feel like what we listen to and invite into our temple, it should feed us.
That's
So
right.
that's the approach I take from the beat that I listen to on down to when I start to come up with the concept.
So MC to MC, let me ask you. I'm going to step out of my. I'm going to take my astrology hat off for a second
All right.
and ask you what your writing process is. What what inspires you when you write? What is the strategy that you use when you write? What is it that what
Mm.
makes your writing style unique?
Unique. Mm. I mean, so like, I wouldn't necessarily say I have a style now because of the longevity. So I'm at a point now where I just enjoy creating. You know what I mean? Like that's just it. I don't have any like before I was really, you know, set in stone with how I approach the music. I get the beat, I come up with a concept, you know, 3 verse hook, this, that. And it was always so, you know, meticulous, you know what I mean? So in order. So
Virgo.
in Virgo, you know,
Yeah.
but as time goes and, you know, like I say, that longevity and me just being comfortable with who I am now, because I went through many phases as an MC also, you know what I mean? And I also, I guess at the same time where I started to really step into my role as an MC, I was producing, you know, so I can also say I started as a producer.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So a lot of my early
Mm.
stuff, you know, I produced myself, you know, and I used to produce for a lot of other people. So, you know, my process back then is different now. So now that I only stay in the role as an MC, even though, you know, I still have the urge to produce because I just love music. My approach now is just if I hear something that, you know, it taps me, it inspires me, then I just create. And what that creation is, you know, right now I just try to stay in the realm of. So from the time I did the Moore album, that was deliberate. I wanted to really speak to the Moors. I really wanted to put out a high quality Moorish American album, but from the realms of an MC. Like I didn't want it to
Right.
sound like a, you know, like I was church, like I was in the temple. You feel me? I didn't want to. I didn't want to.
You want to
I
sound
didn't
like you
want
were
it to
preaching.
sound like I was preaching to the people. I wanted it to sound like it was an MC who is a Moor and who lives a Moorish American lifestyle. And so, like, so from that, when I finished with that album, which um, that album was a lot. It took a lot out of me. It just took a lot out of me. It took a lot to create because I was really deliberate with how I wanted to put that album out. And so after that album, which is I put that out in what 2018 around that time when that album was released and it did its thing, I just wanted to get back to MCing. So everything I said, I didn't want it to be, you know, even though everything I say is on high, I'm always writing something positive and powerful in my lyrics. But
Right.
I just didn't want it to focus on just that. I wanted to just have fun MCing again. So that's
Right.
just the
You
creative.
playing playing with it.
I wanted to have fun again. The more album, I was really deliberate, bro.
You was on a mission.
I was on a mission. So like when it
Yeah.
when it wasn't in my eyes when it wasn't received, because I just think at the time I put it out too, we as a world, right, as people, we were entering a real uh strange time. So I think at the time I released the More album, people was looking somewhere else. Their attention was somewhere else. It was really a lot of distractions going on, which is why songs like The Blackout and Powerful
Mhm.
Impact, they still have legs today, because at the time I put it out, it was a lot of distractions going on. And at the time I was creating that album, I didn't see these distractions coming. So my approach was just really deliberate and like, yo, you know what I mean? So right now I'm just having fun, man. I think the production that my brother Jad, I think his creative process is fun. The foundation of that is fun. So even though that when I say fun, I'm not talking about no silly crap or nothing like that. I'm just talking about like really approaching music with an open mind to like, man, let's get our people dancing again. Let's get our people feeling good again. Let's get our people really
If it
appreciating the
if it
lyrics
if it
again.
doesn't feel good, one thing I realized in the balance of Virgo, which is the health and the detail oriented
Hmm.
particular side of things, where Pisces is music and is dance, and it's also it just goes with the flow.
That's right. And
But you
Jaws
have
and
to have a
Pisces.
see, that's the balance right there. See, yeah.
Yeah.
Pisces is the natural partner to Virgo.
Yeah.
That's why y'all got that chemistry that y'all do.
Indeed.
Yeah. Pisces got to go with like a fish. They got to go with the flow. You know.
Yeah.
So as
Yeah.
long as you balance that out, because we're in Libra season, balance is gonna flow beautifully.
And I'm always
Magic.
writing, whether it's in my head or I'm putting something down. I'm always writing. I'm always coming up with, bars. And then if I hear some
Raw.
music, you know, I marry them together, or I might hear something that'll inspire me and spark me right on the spot. I'm just in a creative posture now where it's like there's no father to the style, so to speak. You know what I mean? It's just I'm just
Yeah.
going with it.
Love it. How
But I will
many?
say this though, when I get into the chamber with MCs like yourself,
Mm,
uh, I get back on that deliberate approach again because there is purpose behind that. Not that there's not purpose in anything else that I'm doing, but it's a more deliberate purpose. MCs. I grew up in the era where
I get
MCs
it.
to me had fun. That's why I love the MCs like Biz Markie. I love MCs like Old Dirty Bastard, where people might look at them as being silly. I'm just using these two as an example, or
Some of my
off
favorites.
but to me, they embody what an MC is. You're not supposed to just put an MC in a box. You shouldn't expect anything from an MC. You don't know. You shouldn't expect anything could come out of his mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's an MC to me, and that's hip hop to me.
Right.
So even though I create
There
and
isn't a
touch,
word that God hasn't spoken.
that's right.
'Cause if everything was spoken into existence, it's all here.
That's right.
Yeah, I can relate as far as the deliberate aspect because I'm like that. I'm like that uh, as well.
Yeah,
Very
man.
highly meticulous with what I want to say. But
Well, words move, man. They spell. They move mountains. So
man, they move universes.
for real. So I've always been conscious of that since a young person, like to just be careful with my words, with my what I say, who I say it around, how I say it. Always been conscious of that, and it just translated over into the music.
I love that because I think if we all operated that way, it would change everything we're experiencing because we're speaking it into our reality. So people are
Man,
constantly repeating like a mantra the things that they don't want, the things they're dissatisfied with, the things that bind them, only strengthening those chains more,
that's why
continuing
the
to gather more
bondage.
from.
That's why the bondage is so strong in the culture right now.
Yeah. Can't
Because
nobody
of
tie
that,
you up like yourself.
man.
You feel what I'm saying? There's nobody who's strong enough to hold you back like you, because you can hold yourself down from the inside with no chains.
You're the only one that could do that.
The only one, the only one strong enough to hold back the force that was placed within you.
For real, more.
So it matters. It really truly matters what we say. It matters how we say it.
I
When I
mean, if
see,
you probably know, but when I tell you more, I am really like, I don't want to use the word anal. I'm like so meticulous with like what I say,
that's
because
the right word because that's Virgo.
it be times where I'm writing and I could say something crazy, you know what I'm saying, and I could really go there, and then I'd be like, nah, I gotta reel it back in because I'm like, nah, I don't want to
Yeah,
say that,
yeah, yeah,
or I
yeah,
hear,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
like I love Biggie. Everybody know I love Biggie. That's my favorite rapper of all time, right? I just feel like he embodied what an MC is to me, right? And then I'm from Brooklyn, so I'm biased. But I also feel like his choice of words shortened his stay here. You feel me?
Biggie has some questionable and self-destructive lines.
Exactly.
One of my problems with Big was the fact that he didn't realize his own power yet.
He didn't. Well, he did,
Those
but it was
around
too
him
late.
did. Well, if he did, the world saw the beauty in him that he didn't see in himself, so he spoke about his ugliness,
Right.
and he dated himself, and his demise partially came in his own tongue, and you could tell the mind state, which is understandable. He's not the only one,
Nah, he's not.
but when because when you're in hell, you don't want to stay there. So if that's
Right.
all you see, you're gonna your first thought is, what is this? I don't get me out of here.
Right.
Not knowing that you can transform it into something else with those same words.
Those words mean everything. They mean everything, man. At least to me. I'm very careful what I say, especially in my music. You know, even in my
Hey,
everyday personal, man. I'm very careful what I say. I know how, especially today. You know, the veil has been lifted. You know,
mhm,
all type of entities looking for host here. So you know, you can say one thing and boom, they on you. So you know,
absolutely.
I'm just very careful how I use my words, where I use it, who I say it to, and
And there's a
it's not
karma when you
hard.
know better.
Facts, yeah, it's not hard. You know, it's really not hard. Because you know, as MCs, yourself and me, you know, we hear other MCs sounding real reckless on the mic,
Super reckless.
super reckless.
Yeah.
Even the females today is like, whoa, man! I
It's
heard a
out of
record the other
it's
day. I couldn't
out
believe
of
the
control.
chick started the song like that.
They
So you
they
know,
talk they talk more reckless than the dudes did back in the day. Like it's out of control.
it's
Like
out of control, man.
and
I mean,
somebody
they
got to reel it back in. Like reality is that there is no this idea that we can all just do whatever and there's no repercussion to any of it. That idea has to be
that's not
thrown
the
out.
time
We
we
have to
in.
realize, yeah, all of it has a repercussion. All of it has a cause and effect. So
Especially now.
we have to use. Look, we've seen with hip hop, especially our power to influence the entire planet with the word.
For real.
So just imagine if we in a unified way utilize that word and that power and channel light instead. The effects of that would be world
Monument.
changing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'll be you know, like man, it would instantly change the paradigm here.
and everywhere else,
Yep.
like dominoes.
Yep. So that's what
So
keeps me in line with this thing, man. Um, you know,
the-
keeps me wanting to keep creating. Then I hear you and others like us. And I'm like, yeah, you know, we just keep going, we just keep pushing.
right,
Cause yeah,
like
we even though we hearing a lot of this reckless talk, um, this is not the time for that. So that's temporary. And so what we're doing
right,
is you know, we in the lab, we in our personal spaces, and we cooking up things so that when all of that subsides and go to, you know, falls off, we'll be there ready to go, man. And the people are waiting for that.
yeah, exactly,
The people
exactly.
want what we have, bro. That's why I'm
Yeah,
excited.
yeah, because
Like for real,
they
that's why
can't get it anywhere.
I'm
They
super
can't get it
excited, bro.
anywhere.
Because what they're gonna hear is gonna change their insides. It's gonna change them chemically. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And for real, what they're about to hear is about to shift them inside. And
Absolutely.
You know, that's why us as teachers, we just gotta be on deck. We gotta be ready to teach and guide and lead. And the music is the main tool of ours that we use. One of the main tools we use. So yeah, what you know, yeah, what you hear is just me embracing it with the love. Always love music. Um, I know I came here to a dope rhythm of music. Always been an entertainer. I have pictures and videos of me performing for my family when I was like 5 years old, 4 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
bro.
see, I don't know if Knowledge is listening, but if he is, he's probably looking that up right now, trying to find some way to find that. You know what I'm saying? He's searching. He's scouring the dark web for it. He's trying to find it.
Nah, man, for real, bro. Like, it's just always been who I am, man. But you know how the journey of life goes. It takes you to other stops that you might not have expected you to stop at. So that's what happened to me, and I got some other experiences. But music has always been the backdrop. It's always been the background music. Always been the
Nice.
main. Always been the main force to reel me back in and get me focused on what it is I'm here to do, which is why I've never stopped rapping. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I
Indeed.
know that's the one way that I'm comfortable and I can easily convey love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice to my people.
That's right. That's right. And it's also the way that they'll be the most receptive to it,
That's right. That's
because
right.
that's one of the ideas that I can't let go of.
Mm,
I've seen over. That's what time does. That's what fruition does. That's what maturity does. It gives you enough experience to see patterns,
yep.
and over time you get to see which roads where they branch out, where they lead,
Hmm.
where it's going to take you. So we should know by now, especially okay, right now Saturn is in Pisces.
Mm,
Pisces being music, Saturn is timing, planning, maturity, responsibility. There's a responsibility because this is the first time that hip hop in its current incarnation has grown up, right? It's the first time that we're getting to see artists that we came up loving age gracefully,
right.
to where, I mean, you may have come up seeing that with other genres, but with hip hop, this is the first time that we're all really experiencing what it is in its mature, grown fruition phase.
Right.
And so we're the high fruit on the tree of that. High fruit on the tree of life.
Mm,
Low fruit falls down first.
always.
People grab what they can reach.
Yep.
It's high fruit. Oh, you know what? That's all the way up there. I'm gonna grab one of these. I can reach that. You know
Too
what I'm
high.
saying?
Too difficult. Too dangerous. Too everything. They use every excuse in the book.
You know what happens? Or the lower ones, they either fall down, someone grabs them up, and then what's left, the ones at the top,
Hmm.
that's what's left. That's what we're getting to see. What it's like when you spend years devoted to this craft and you allow yourself to grow and mature, and you allow your thought process, your morals, your ethics to reach a higher place.
Hmm.
Then it completely changes the art because now the art is being sung by angels, right? So that's what I hear. Like when I hear you, I hear me.
Mm-hmm.
I
Likewise.
hear I hear the place where it's coming from. It is home spiritually.
Likewise.
So I love it because it's a lonely road.
Man, it is, bruh. I was told that a long time ago. The spiritual journey is lonely, and so you'll come across certain individuals who's on that same path with you, and that's who you got to rock with. That's who you got to link with.
Absolutely.
You know.
There's nobody else.
Yeah, bro. It is really lonely. They act like they, can comprehend and they with you, but
They
it
don't
don't
get
take
it.
it don't take long at all to see that they're not there. And we're constantly ascending, constantly
Right. Vibrations go higher.
higher and higher. That knowledge is infinite. That
That's why I
energy
love that.
infinite. Yeah, I'm every day I'm always striving to reach that higher limit because I know it's there.
Yes.
I know it's
Climbing
there.
the ladder of self.
Facts.
But here's
Know
the trick.
myself, know my enemy. So I live by that. Nothing can happen to me that I don't allow.
The, what if the ladder, like time isn't linear.
Hmm.
What if the ladder was a circle? What if when you're looking at that wheel from one side to the other, these are the rungs on the ladder, and the ladder is a wheel?
What if the ladder was a wheel?
Because it is a ladder,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
just in circular form. Because you're climbing, but as you climb, you end up back where you started again.
That's that Eon Soph.
Yeah,
So you basically just that's energy. That what if you said what if that ladder
right.
was a circle? That's energy. Just going, you just keep circling that,
Mhm.
recycling. You spoke about that earlier. Just recycling that energy, and then it becomes a whirling dervish, and then that
Right.
becomes something.
That's right.
That becomes something else. And yeah, it's just you can elevate within that circle too. You can still climb and go right back to the source where you started.
Indeed.
I love it.
So just keep spinning.
Like
And the
tassels.
beautiful thing,
I love it.
yeah, right around the universe, 360. And each time you have a chance to improve,
Yeah.
take it higher.
I
So,
go ahead, Mo.
uh, I just wanted to know how many projects you have thus far. Like, what's the timeline of your discography? For those who don't know, who think who think
Uh,
who think who think this is something that this is a new phenomenon here. For those who
right.
don't know, where did it
I
start?
thought, yeah, man. I say I got a total of about 7 full projects and a whole gang of collaborations and singles and things of that nature. I've stayed consistent working, but I've done it at my pace. And I guess me being a Virgo, since we're connecting the two today, I believe that's why. Even though I can work fast and I can create fast, um, I like to move at a pace where it just makes sense. So like a lot of my projects are spaced out, where I take long hiatus, and because I like to live life, man. I don't like to
Right,
just keep repeating what I'm saying. I feel like that's part of elevation is your language changing. So I can say the same thing million different ways, you know. And that's part of elevation. Your language must change. You know, when you see me 3 years from now, I shouldn't be sounding the same kill from
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Same with you. We supposed to
You
elevate.
got to
We elevate
upgrade.
through our language. So that's how I like to do my music. And even though it might sound familiar, right? That's what connects you to me. Oh, that's the familiarity. There's still some elevation in there. You know, so yeah, that's just my approach, man, to the music. As a Virgo specifically.
Well, I know you have many more projects inside of you.
I do, man. I would say well, I wouldn't say that, but I'm working. I got a lot of projects on deck. I'm in a good posture right now as far as, you know, where I'm at musically. And I look to add on, man. I've been really fortunate in this journey of hip hop. You know, you can relate, knowledge can relate also. We grew up. Some people, you know, they only known hip hop the last 15, 20 years.
Right.
We have grown up.
Literally. It was always
Literally,
there.
since I've been here, hip hop's been here. And not just that simple, it has been a part of who I am. My language, my dress,
Immersed in it like a fish swims in water.
everything. You know what I mean? So like, you know, this is who I am. I am an embodiment of hip hop. You are an embodiment of hip hop.
Indeed.
And that means something. That comes with a certain responsibility. That's why it's good to see a lot of the older artists or seasoned artists or artists with longevity, right? That we used to look up to when we were quote unquote younger. It's good to see them now still getting that shine because, you know, hip hop, it was encoded with longevity. It was never supposed to go nowhere because it's from us.
Indeed. No, it's funny you said that because a lot of times I'm an avid comment reader because I like to see or get a general consensus of what people are thinking because never before have we been able to really get what what people's opinions are.
Mm-hmm.
People are just writing their opinions without even thinking about the consequences of it.
Mm-hmm.
More so than ever. Before you watch videos and whoever was in the room, you get what they think, but now you can see what people think all over. You
Mm-hmm.
study all of their minds and what their perspective is, and see the effect of what it is that is being created and how the people really feel about it,
Mm-hmm.
what they really think about it, like no other time before. That's an amazing thing.
Yeah, I
So
mean, I've known hip hop so long that although I love it, it has been a guide for me in this journey. I also got a huge issue with it. You know what I mean? Because
it's got a huge issue with itself.
there it
It's going
is.
through an identity crisis.
There it is. Well,
Yeah,
I think it has always gone through it in a sense. You know, I just think now it's heightened, in my opinion. I always remember there's always been a time where there was a whack element in hip hop. There's always been
yeah.
a time for that. There's always been something about it that we didn't like. Always.
There's
But
gotta
now
be though.
yeah, that's the
That's the
balance, right?
balance.
But now it's just heightened to the point where it's like, yo, this is not what it was set out to be though. And that's
Yeah,
the issue I have, you know what I mean?
it's been completely hijacked, and
It's been,
they're
yeah,
also
man.
altering people's perception, where they'll take something that we know is garbage, but they'll dress it up in such a way where they're influencing what people think to say that they
Yeah,
love it. They really don't.
yeah. they've taken the accountability out of hip hop. What I mean by that is that you couldn't go around certain blocks where they really loved hip hop and played with that, meaning, spit something whack or, got on stage and played with the art form and or even
thrown off stage.
Yeah, or even wore something gear wise, wore something that was out of line of hip hop. You couldn't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Now there are no boundaries, you know what I'm saying? So brothers and sisters like us, from how I look at it, we struggle with that. You know what I mean? Not to the sense where it cripples us from doing music, but it's just like, man, how do we continue to relate to these people?
Well,
how do we continue to bust down these barriers?
It's interesting because, on one sense, like you were saying, there are no barriers if everyone could just do anything.
Yeah.
But yet there's these invisible conscious barriers that nobody wants to acknowledge. Everyone knows it's there, but no one wants to say it.
That's perfect. It's like that. It's like the whole special ed NWA thing going on. What you just said is that the same exact thing that's going on right now.
Right. These things have to be addressed. It's like I was saying before, now with Saturn and Pisces, we're going back and we're revisiting immaturity, measuring where we were, and seeing how far that we've grown. So within looking at a lot of these comments, you'll see a lot of people say things like, "Oh, at a certain age, you shouldn't be doing this anymore."
Right.
Putting an age limit on it. Now,
right.
A lot of them are younger, but what I realize is that what they don't understand is if you put an age limit on those who came before you, then you're putting an age limit on yourself when you reach that point, which
Thank
comes
you,
way
bro.
which comes way faster than you think.
Thank you. This is
Comes
what I tell.
quickly.
This is what I tell the youngins all the time when they call me old, or they use those references as if they will never reach that. You putting a
Yeah.
cap on it.
And they can't imagine it. The mind state they're in, they can't imagine it. They can't imagine not being where they are. But it happens so quickly that they'll turn around 2 times and they'll be at that age you at now. And they'll have limited themselves through their own words early. So being able to see those earlier generations now pushing past those barriers
Right.
and shifting that narrative in a big way and seeing the effect of that on the people and seeing that there's even the support of the people where a lot of them they're out and they're doing tours and you can see that there's still a big response there. There's still a big demand for it. So what they're doing though, they're stretching out the lifespan for everyone who comes after them.
Mm-hmm.
Because of whatever stage they take it to, now it's in your mind that that's possible. And not only that, but now in your mind you gotta say, well, maybe I could take it beyond that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I could take it to the next level. And we should be striving for longevity. We shouldn't be striving to cut ourselves off early. That makes no sense. That's suicidal.
So
Why would you do that?
part of my longevity, I believe, is that when I was young, Cobb, real talk, I always used to say that we should get better as we get older.
That's right.
Boxers, ball players, musicians, I don't care what
Whatever
it
you
is.
do.
Whatever you do, as
Yeah.
you season and get more wisdom or older, as they call it, right? You should get better.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean? Like when George Foreman won, or when any of if any of these, LeBron keep going on, whatever it is, right? I feel like that's what it should be because he's more knowledgeable. The game, everything
Right.
slows down to you. When I'm on stage now, everything slows down to me. Like I've been doing this so long that, I should be a master at this. That's what mastery is.
Exactly.
So
Comes
like
over
a
time
lot
and
of
experience.
they put a cap on that, man. They don't see
So
past that.
you brought up an important point there, because hip hop has always been known as being a voice for the youth. But here, my question is this: it also being a tool for teaching, which it always has been as well. When you go into a school, who's the ones teaching? The
Yeah,
ones who are older and who have had more experience, or do
that's
they
right.
sit down and they let the children get up and talk? No, they let those who have had the experience do the talking, because they have more to say,
That's
and
right.
those who just got here do the listening. So that's something that's a whole narrative that hasn't been discussed, but since we're in Libra season, we're gonna bring it up because we on Astrologezus and we do that here. It's
Hmm.
all about balance. So my perspective is that there should be a balance of the voice of experience with the voice of the youth too. It shouldn't be one dominating the other, because
Mm-mm.
those who are just coming here, they're coming here with the seed of intention for that which has never been before. They're coming
Hmm.
here pre-programmed, not for the world that you know. They're gonna have a whole completely different world to deal with,
Right.
and they're designed for the world that they were made to be in, not for the world that came before them. So a
That's
lot of
right.
times we are judging what they're gonna have to deal with from the perspective of what our experiences are, which will be similar but not exactly the same.
Right.
So that's why they in some ways become our teachers too, and so there has to be a balance to where we both speak and we both listen.
I think that's what makes a great teacher, a great teacher, where that he listens to his students.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Even in parenting, I remember when my son was born and when he started talking, he used to tell me, "I'm the daddy, you the son." Real talk. He used to be like, "No, I'm the daddy, you the son." But I get that when he was saying that to me, I get that because eventually he is going to become the daddy, and I
That's
will become the son.
100% true. They end up taking care of you,
That's
and they
right.
end up. Listen, let me tell you something. Sometimes I say with my youngest son, and I find him putting me on the things that I would have never came across.
Mm.
Technologically, he's an Aquarius. Even sometimes musically, he'll come across
Hmm.
things that haven't reached my field of awareness yet. And he'll be like,
Hmm.
"Hey, have you seen this? You know what I'm saying? Have you heard this?"
Yep.
And he'll be like, "Oh, that's fire right there." You know what I'm saying?
More so ever now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Well, he be putting me on. You know, but that's what makes us the great teachers and men and leaders that we are, because we can listen to our students and go back and put that into our pot and keep
Indeed.
stirring and you know what I mean, and keep coming up with that medicine.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
No,
makes our music relatable to them also.
that's like the doctor not listening to the patient,
Right,
right? So the patient's telling you, you know, whatever it was that you gave me, it's not working.
right,
And then I know, listen, now you just gotta take some more. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Not effective. You know what I'm
Or you're
saying?
not
So
taking it in the morning. Don't take it at night. Take it
yeah,
in the morning.
right, right. If you don't listen to the patient, then you're not gonna be effective at what you're doing, in the
That's a
process of
strength.
healing.
It's a strength. And it's definitely a strength of mine. I'm a good listener. I think that's why I pick good beats too, because there's always
Oh
messages
yeah.
and you know what I'm saying. Definitely downloads within the beats when producers give me beats. You know, so I'm a great listener, man, and I listen. I hear everything, even when people think I'm not listening. I hear it all.
Right.
And that's
Right.
That's when you can hear clearly, it can put things. When you can hear clearly, you can see clearly. It'll put things in perspective. You know.
Right.
And again, I think that's what people hear through the music. You know, that's what you're hearing. That's the formula. So I guess, full circle, when you asked me what was my writing process, that's it right there in a nutshell.
Mm.
You know, that's it
Do
right
you
there.
do you do you find yourself? I know the different writers, their process is different in this regard.
Uh,
There's some who they just write because the words pop up in their head and there's no beat, and then later on they
mhm.
fit it to a beat. And there's some who have to be inspired by the beat and they write to the beat. And then there's some who write to a completely different song because it moved them, and then they go and fit it to whatever they fit it to. So for
I do
you,
all
how
of
does
that.
that work? You do
I do all of that,
depends on the
bro.
situation.
I do. Yep. I do all of that. I'll even will take my favorite MCs that I like to listen to, and it's not a lot, right? But the handful that I like to listen to, I like to even listen to their beats, and I'll write to their beats.
Mm,
You know what I mean? I just have different. Like I said, I'm just in a creative room, and in that room, there's just many chambers that I just go into. You know what I mean? Like
since you brought it up,
I think West Side Gun, he picks really dope beats. So I'll always go and listen to some of his instrumentals because I get inspiration from that. Those
mm,
beats talk to me, and then I can. So a lot of times I have a bunch of rhymes just written with no beat to it,
mm.
and then I'll do it the other way. I'll hear a beat and I'll write to it. It depends, man. I'm just in that space where however it hit me, that's the way I roll with it.
I can relate to that because I do exactly the same thing.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm not stuck in one particular
Yeah. One mode.
thing. Yeah, sometimes I really some of my dopest rhymes that I write are without beats.
Mm.
I'll have a beat in my
Right,
head
right,
or some
right,
type of melody in my head, and I'll just go from there. And then I'll hear something that it just is a perfect match.
right.
And then I can hear a really incredible beat, and I just start writing on the spot. It's a no brainer, you know. Because I'm a thinker, um, I can take a minute to write. I mean, you know that. It take me a minute to send you back a verse. That ain't because
That's
I don't
because
want to
that's
send it
because
back to you.
that's because you want it to be up to a certain standard. It's not
Of
because you couldn't
course,
write a verse quickly. You could
of
write a verse
course,
in a few minutes if you really wanted to, but you
of
want to
course.
make
Like I
sure that
said,
it's
hip hop, how I was taught it, right? How I know it, how you know it, it holds us accountable. So I can't get
mm,
a track from a dope artist spitting divine lyrics, and I just hurry up and send you something back that's
yeah,
just, yeah,
yeah.
I listen to your
You can't you
joint
can't you
like
can't
I'm
you
reading
can't
a book.
microwave it.
I can't, bro, because I gotta really listen to what you're saying to me. I'm listening to your lyrics. I'm listening to your verses like I'm reading a book. And then I gotta match that. Yeah, that's just my approach. Some people don't, some people just feel like they nice like that. Like I could just whoop. Nah, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna sit with it,
Right.
I'm gonna make sure that when I send it back to you, you're gonna be like,
Match
yeah,
what you have. Match it you do. I can say that there's not a lot of artists that I've been able to work with for a while who I can say they could really match where I'm going with it. You are definitely within that few,
I appreciate that more. Like
without
I
a
said,
doubt.
man,
Without a doubt.
there's
I
not
love
a
that.
lot of MCs that speak that language.
Indeed.
So, when I hear you speak that language, it brings me home
Indeed.
because I'm an MC at heart, right? I can make albums about hustling and all of that, stuff we hear on a daily basis. But
Easy.
I know that's not what we're here to do. We're here to speak on high. And so
Not
you're
too
one
much.
of those MCs that speak on high consistently. So again, that keeps me in line. That holds me accountable.
We keep each other in alignment. That's what it is.
Yeah, bro. Like
What we're supposed to do.
I come out, I'll make, something Mobb Deep sounding. I love Mobb Deep, but for Kill Ripkin to do something like that, Kai gonna give me a call, be like, "What's up, bro?"
Yeah. What's going on?
You know what I'm saying? Even if it's dope, you still gonna give me that call, like, "Bro, what's going on?" The language a little different.
I know what the standard is, and once you reach a certain point,
That's
you
right.
can't go back down
So
to the bottom. But it's like talking baby language. You can't talk baby language even to a baby, or else they'll never
can't
learn to speak.
you can't do that. You can't do that.
You have to talk above their heads so
You
they
have to,
learn.
and
They
I've
do
mastered
learn. They
how.
will, or they learn
Yeah,
quick.
yeah, for sure. And I've
Love when
mastered how to mix the two. I mastered how to mix the two together because that's who I am. And in mixing the two together, you know which language is the more potent one. If you understand where I'm going with it, like, you know what I mean? Like, you gonna understand, because we got to meet the people where they at. That's how I deal with the youth, right? I meet them where they at. So a lot of people like to be met in the street. So I meet them in the street, and then by the time we're done, they in the temple or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Wherever they're gonna find salvation, or they choose to find salvation, that's where I'm striving to lead them with my lyrics. But I'll meet them where they at. I ain't got no problem with that,
You got to.
because I know how to elevate.
They can't meet you where you are because they don't even know where it is. They don't even got the address for that
Exactly.
yet.
That's what separates us from them. That's what makes us the masters, and them, whoever they are, not. That's what separates us. To be honest, that's what it is.
So another question for you. I would like to know, since you spoke on that that handful, who who is the handful of artists who you would say have had the most influence on who you've developed into as an MC?
You mean like new artists, old artists, like?
Uh, well, there doesn't have to be a limit on that, because as somebody who's always still growing, like
Right,
you could be influenced by somebody early on,
right,
and then later on you go through a transformation because there are other influences who may even have come in heavier than those who you heard earlier. So I don't think there's a limit on that.
right.
But just who would you say have been the most influential as you've been developing and molding your ever evolving sound?
That's a good question. Um, I'll start from the essence, right? Like when I first fell in love with hip hop and really told myself that this is something that I wanted to do, I would say like Rakim and Slick Rick, and even to this day, they still inspire me because I can go back to that essence and
Mhm.
feel why I fell in love with it.
Mhm.
Their lyrical style, Ra's voice, Rick's voice, whatever it was, right? Um, Hearing Ross speak on science and knowledge that at that time I wasn't even really uh, overstanding or even understanding, but it was resonating with me. You feel me? I knew it was something that, oh, I'm a tap into that. I knew he was talking to me. So from the essence point of view, I would say, from the beginning point of view, I would say Ra, Slick Rick, people like that. And then if we would take it to like the middle of the journey, I would say like see, I remember a time, man, when I first heard Dead Prez. That was like at a transition time in my life, right?
Mhm.
I was at a time where I didn't think that we can say anything positive or anything of that nature on records anymore.
Mhm.
So when I heard them, that inspired me. So that led me into the journey with it, and P-Dom movement and the Uhuru movement, right? So I will have to include that because it actually shaped or shifted me personally in my personal life, right? And then now I would just say, real talk, now in present day, what inspires me artist-wise is artists like you, my peers. Like for real, like people that I work with, people that, you know what I mean? Because I already have a foundation. I have that middle ground that took me over that threshold, and now it's us. It's just us.
I agree.
I can't find motivation. I love Common. I love Nas, right? But I could find more motivation from your music or somebody like Charles Heron's music, another brother, you know what I mean? Somebody like that, right? I could find more inspiration in that than those other brothers that I named because y'all are a lot closer to me and we're doing it on the same level. You feel me? So I pray that was a sensible answer. But I definitely had to give it. Yeah, I definitely had to take it from the beginning, the middle, until now. As of right now, bro, if I see one of your videos or hear a verse from yours, I'm writing. No doubt about it. You know what I mean? The cats that I get beats from on a daily basis, not on a daily basis, but on a regular basis, right? You know, that keep me supplied with the music I need. Those are my friends. Those are my associates. Those are my brothers. You know what I'm saying? So that's what inspires me right now. Those close to me, those in my immediate circle.
There's no better than that.
Nah, man, we don't. Still sharp and still.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Wait till they hear what we got coming. You know?
Oh, I cannot wait, bro. Yeah. Because I know it's gonna change something within people, yo. I can't wait.
Definitely. It's a new sonic healing tonic. You know what I'm saying?
That's
on a whole nother level. You know
That's right. That's right.
So we in the lab concocting right now.
Indeed.
But if knowledge is ready, we want to go back to your musical journey. You know, the sonic audio adventure. Knowledge, you with us? You've been in the background bumping on your joints.
Police say drug deals are made night and day.
Drugs may have been involved in yesterday's massacre in a Brooklyn home. Cops arrested on corruption-related charges.
I came from the slums, born in the gutter. Fatherless childhood, torn from my mother. The streets raised me and taught me life. Had to take the OG's advice from Crown Heights. Cops all crooked, the system is fucked up. We smoking weed, drinking liquor, getting fucked up. Any second of the day could be your last. Drug overdose or a shotgun blast. Learn from your past to protect your future. Cause niggas out here will try to execute ya. Nothing is sacred, respect don't exist. Bullets got names on them, who's next on the list to die? The poor struggling to stay fly. Living check to check, we just trying to get by. In this world with a dark cloud over me. Friends and foes, so I keep them both close to me.
We out in these streets, getting it beat. We hustle and eat. The culture's deep, we can't escape it. We out in these streets at war police. We stress to get high, wondering how we ever gon' make it. We out in these streets, getting it beat. We hustle and eat. The culture's deep, we can't escape it. We out in these streets at war police. We stress to get high, wondering how we ever gon' make it.
Government stamps and wick, we buying food with. Got to drop on the Vic and let the tool click. No hopes and dreams, I'm trying to get out. Fall asleep, pen in my hand, pushing the hit out. What up? No excuses, put up or shut up. Razor blade flow, every track getting cut up. It's the hunger inside me screaming, don't quit. They wanna test my heart, thinking I won't flip. But I bang them and rock them until the show stop. You hear the beat break in half when my flow drop. On the spot, off the top, I freestyle. Fraudulent ass niggas trying to copy a G-style. But meanwhile, my buzz getting bigger. Middle finger screaming, fuck the fuzz, I'm getting richer. Taking no shorts, cause my time is money. Blocking niggas talking shit on my timeline, you dummy.
We out in these streets, getting it beat. We hustle to eat. The culture's deep, we can't escape it. We out in these streets at war, police be stressed to get high, wondering how we ever gon' make it. We out in these streets getting it beat, we hustle to eat, the culture is deep, we can't escape it. We out in these streets at war, police be stressed to get high, wondering how we ever gon' make it. I grew up with street niggas, lobby hanging, probably banging on weak niggas, holding big heat niggas, became a slave to that rhythm. You know, the beef's on, where they at? Let's go get them. The corners were the classrooms, the pigs were assholes, setting up stings to come between our cash flow. Stick ups, extortion, I hustle just to get my portion, even though the game was filled with caution. Everywhere shooters shooting, another life they took one. Scared niggas will kill you, everywhere there's a shook one. Judges trying to hit him with the book, son, that's thug shit. Niggas quick to sell a drug quick, call his brother bitch, never snitch. If interrogated, shoulder in the bed, come home, niggas is celebrating. I ain't here to glorify it, it is what it is. A nigga got his reasons, say he do it for his kids. A nigga got his reasons, say he gotta pay his rent. Nobody wanna hire, so it doesn't make sense. Dollar bill, y'all, for that niggas will kill y'all. It's not for the faint of heart, this shit is real, y'all. Kill Rip.
Has overtaken the police.
Radicus. Rusty.
To other drug lords to surrender, or you will be killed. Latest to close the borough of Brooklyn. Crime is a basic element chipping away at the quality of life.
Just finally arrested. The story of cops and robbers. See if you can tell one from
Word, let them know. Yeah, that's not you. No, nah, it ain't you, baby. That's not you. Word, come on, bro. That's not you, for real. Yeah, check it out, though. One day my soul just opened up. I overstood why the black van was broken up. The CIA had my kinfolk smoking up. Welfare recipients kept us just broken up. As a result, we did the best we could. We walked around being proud we hood, all part of the design. It was hard enough to get off swine. Half of my fam doing years off crime, all seen through these young eyes. Here lies the thin line between good and evil. All it takes is one time to each, right? I was seeking a deeper insight, knowing myself better, so a change of what the pen write. Caring for others, shit, I even shed tears for the mothers who lost kids to the streets and long beds. Just part of my surrender. Emotional, was born in September. I'm just a black man trying to remember you. Out the womb into bondage, they want you to forget who you are, but overstand that's not you. You not a hoe, bitch, pimp or thug on the block. That's gotta stop. That's not you. It's all part of their plan, telling us we 3/5 of a man, but overstand that's not you. You a God, God is, yeah, they know that's why life's the hardest, but overstand that's not you. Hey yo, I speak with a conscious tongue. You ask why we under attack? Simply we the darkest one. Blue flame in the middle, the main part of the riddle. So don't believe all that fake nonsense they give you. Like God ain't in you. Ain't it I self-lord and master? Time ain't speeding, they killing us faster. Star fair for man-made disasters. Indoctrinate the peoples with their agents who be posing as pastors. This is spiritual warfare. So grandma kept her a bottle to bless the gods before she took a taste. And I could tell the way she loved me, I'll be something great. I build my kinfolk a shrine from when we meditate, trying to remember what they thought we forgot. That's total recall. Yeah, this is part of their plot, hoping that we fall. Conditioned lifestyle, up and down like a seesaw. Original man, that's who we are. Out the womb into bondage, they want you to forget who you are, but overstand that's not you. You not a hoe, bitch, pimp or thug on the block. That's gotta stop. That's not you. It's all part of their plan, telling us we 3/5 of a man, but overstand that's not you. You a God, God is, they know that's why life's the hardest, but overstand that's not you. Here's a quiet revolution, you apply it when you use it. Written communication, I relay it through the music. You take what's in your conscience, you put that up on notice. Take it to your county, let them publicly record it. A clear affirmation, not a mere accusation. Authenticated document sealed by corporation, which identifies the living from the fiction. A clear declaration, that's in either jurisdiction. Real, recognize real. I took that from the basics, procedurally and psychologically, living this matrix. In other words, the Wizard of Oz, death squads, homeland security, caveman against gods, to enslave man with just jobs. They take all your assets, want us all cooning, living ass backwards. One world, chipped up slaves, paying them taxes. But now it's time we plant new seeds on greener pastures. Out the womb into bondage, they want you to forget who you are, but overstand that's not you. You not a hoe, bitch, pimp or thug on the block. That's gotta stop, that's not you. It's all part of their plan, telling us we 3/5 of a man, but overstand that's not you. You a god, goddess. They know that's why our life's the hardest, but overstand that's not you.
All right, Kill Ripkin, you down with Reform School now, man. You know how crazy the game is right now. People ain't really buying music.
That's right.
The question I have for you is, why are you still doing it?
I do it for the love, man. Yeah. Crisis on the board with the heat. Yeah. Hey, yo, I'm gonna take y'all on a little journey, man. You know? Cause I'm always asked the question why I do what I do. Check it. What up to Kenny Ken, the first I ever saw do a backspin in the back room chillin'. I was a youngin' back then. He cut amongst villains while the others were rapping. I was amazed by it. I said, I thought I'd try it. I wrote my little rhymes, spit the same 3, 5, or 6 times. The OGs told me, shorty, get in line. If you work on your craft, then I'm sure to get mine. So I played my position, studied the rapping and the DJ mixing. This is an art, and if I wanna keep a spark, make them listen when I'm spitting my darts. I gotta always bring it from the heart. Then me and Dre formed a group, pausing beats off chicks was I loose. Chicks on the block think our routine's cute, but then I suddenly paused. Dre said now that the church was his cause, but for that deal I'm in hot pursuit, so here I go. People ask me what I do it for. Yeah, the love for the money, what I do it for. From the block to the booth, I'm still not believing in you, but still I grind, what I do it for. Come on, blood, sweat and tears, what I do it for. Yeah, hands in the air, what we do it for. The majors ain't shining and the record's not selling, but still we keep rhyming, what we do it for. The question. I'm getting nicer through my adolescence. Peace to my friggin' black. He brought me to my first session. Real eager, paid attention to procedure. You gotta show and prove when you trying to be a leader. Repetition is improving my street cred. Being known as a young beast when the beat's fed. Now I'm out in Sheepshead. Me and Holmes recording my demo. Did my first show in Queens, rode in my first limo. I thought I made it. Got a taste of how this game do operate. It drains you of your soul and it barely do compensate. So I knew back then I had to stop and contemplate. Red pill or blue pill. Sell out or do kill, have fam in the belt, fam in Apeville, booking studio time, borough to borough, maneuver with rhymes, on a quest like tipping them, it's hard being different and fitting in, but here comes ripping them, yeah, people ask me what I do it for, yeah, the love for the money, what I do it for, come on, from the block to the booth, some still not believing in you, but still I grind, what I do it for, come on, blood, sweat and tears, what I do it for, yeah, hands in the air, what we do it for, the majors ain't shining and the record's not selling, but still we keep rhyming, what we do it for. The question. Journey continues, I'm at new curves, putting down new work. It's almost like my dream had a new birth. Revolutionary, now my sound had a new turf. You a fool if you let these tell you what you worth. Kill, never complacent, spit them a new verse. New kicks, new jeans, fitted a new shirt. Damn, it feels good to see some people still want it. And say they wanna know, you better put them up on it. See, it's bigger than hip-hop, for a change they campaign. Just don't talk a good game and don't do a damn thing. I seen niggas waste a lot of time, a lot of rhymes. They anticipating when I'm assigning a dotted line. I let them know for real, I would never surrender my mind for 15 minutes of shine. I'm too verbal, somewhere local, corner, Washington and Myrtle. I do it for the love, music, politics, I hurdle. Let's go. People ask me what I do it for. Yeah, the love for the money, what I do it for. From the block
ride to the booth, some still not believing in you. But still I grind, what I do it for? Come on, blood, sweat, and tears, what I do it for? Yeah, hands in the air, what we do it for? Well, the majors ain't signing and the record's not selling, but still we keep climbing, what we do it for? The question.
Man, I mean, first and foremost, man, I don't base nothing on the game today, because, you know, the game, the rap game itself is, in my eyes, watered down, man. There's nothing done from the heart, nothing done from the soul, and pretty much what
we do it for.
Word up.
That right there, that was like pure hip hop.
Indeed.
Maybe that feeling.
Indeed.
You feel like you're standing in the cipher.
Facts, man. Shout out to Crisis on that one. Dope beat. Shout out to Rusty Jokes too, man. The first joint I played when we was talking about, you know, inspiration. Like, that's one of the brothers that inspired me, man. That brother, his work ethic
Rusty Jukes, salute to Rusty Jukes.
Man, salute to Rusty Jukes, man. That's, you know, our peers, you know, ones we could look eye to eye. Those are the ones that inspire me, man. So he's one of them. Rusty Jukes, Bad Seed, cats like that that's constantly working, putting
Working
out dope
hard
music.
and longevity.
Indeed. So yeah, man. Yeah, y'all took it back to the archives on those right there. Yeah, when I was wearing the grandfather hats and things of that nature, you know, this, you know, so good. It's the evolution.
He's digging in the grates.
Exactly. Yeah, dope music, man. Just even watching that Not You video, that really started the journey of Kill Ripkin. That was like my first official video when I started as a solo artist. Prior to that,
I remember seeing that one, and that was, I think that was the first video that I saw that put me on.
Indeed. Yeah, that was the first one. That was the first one as a solo artist.
Right here.
Yeah, man.
I love the message.
Oh man, Mike, salute.
I knew once you set up that table, it was on. Once I saw the book lineup, I said, "All right, he's about to go in."
That's it. The table,
could tell by that alone.
The penny loafers with no socks. You know, I was about to do a lot of selling. You know, I was about to do a lot of selling that day. Yeah, again, we had fun, man. That was a fun day. That's, you know, it's crazy, right? Because cats, I see them, they do videos in like 1 hour. That was a 3-day shoot.
Wow.
That was a 3-day video shoot. You know what I mean? But we had what you call those things? Permits. We had street permits, man. My man Mike, you know, who's a long-time collaborator. He does a lot of my videos.
Let them know where you shot that video at.
We shot that in Brooklyn, man, Coney Island. My home. That was my mom's building right there where I set up the table at. That's home right there. And then other scenes, we shot it around the city. Like I said, we had permits. What a fun video to shoot, man. Because like I said, that was my first one as a official solo artist that on my own, just to go out there and do something to that level. I just had a ball doing that, man. So, and then
what year was that?
What Not You got to be around 2006. Yeah, it was like right after I cut my locks. It was like right after I cut my locks. So I'll say about 2007, somewhere around there, where I really started like taking another direction as far as my music. Went more away from the production, more into the rapping and doing that thing. What I love about that Not You video too is that those are all my brothers in that video, man, and they still my brothers to this day. Rest in peace, Don Newkirk. That was my big bro. That was my mentor into this music thing, man. And so to see him in that vid took me back. But other than that, man, we still here. You know what I'm saying? So it's lovely to see that, because again, that's what hip hop is. Hip hop is those pictures in those magazines you see from years ago, and then those people are still here on another level, evolving.
Mhm.
And so, you know, that's my crew right there, man. That's, you know, shout out to those brothers.
What since you said, I've been wondering what made you make the decision to stop in the production lane and say I'm just gonna keep running as an MC, but I'm gonna fall back as a producer. Put that to the side.
This gonna sound crazy, but this is real, Ka. Real talk, bro. So when I moved from Brooklyn to Charlotte, right?
Mm.
Now, prior to that, like, production was everything to me. I think I was a producer first, then an MC, right?
Mm.
And then I was in, you know, I was in different groups too, and I was, you know, I was the cat with the MPC. So, you know, the one, whoever had the MPC back then,
Mm.
you was the point guard, you was the go-to guy,
Right.
right? So, you know, I was like the sensei, you know, I was the one, I was the studio man. But when I moved, when I made that transition, man, I had a whole room full of records. And these records were like my love. They were everything. Producers know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Those diggers. I
Absolutely.
used to get up
Yeah.
and me and my queen, man, and then we'd go record shopping. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you know, like, that was my thing. You know, as a producer, that's what I thought a producer was. Go record shopping, fall in love with your records. Those records got me more knowledgeable of music and who was making this music and how they made it. So long story short, man, when I moved, I didn't have enough room on my truck to move them with me. So one of my homies that I grew up with, he was like, yo, they had a truck coming down south. So the communication wasn't clear, right? But still in all, it shouldn't have went down like this. But nevertheless, he said, yo, I'm going to ship it down to you next week. Don't worry, I got you. I'm like, cool. All right, because I didn't have enough room. And I literally had a room full of crates. So there was no way it was going to fit on the truck. My man sent the crates somewhere else in North Carolina, bro.
Damn.
Never reached me. You know what I'm saying? And when I tell you the love, the air went out of me. Like, I never recovered from that. I didn't want to produce anymore. I didn't have my records. You feel me? It's like Batman without the belt, or, you know, I don't know. I felt, first of all, that was my man. This was one of my day ones. So I felt like he didn't see or care enough to take care of those records. I don't even think he knew the level of connection I had to them. I'll say that, right? To give him an excuse.
That hurt me just hearing the story.
Yeah, bro. And I mean, that's what happened. That's literally what happened. I stopped making beats after that because I wasn't the type of producer that liked to just go get samples off the internet. I was a vinyl guy. I needed to touch the vinyl. I needed to spin the vinyl. You feel me? I needed to hear that crackling. And I lost thousands of records.
Wow.
And so that was around the time where, again, I made the move. And so the transition from my group, the Coalescence, into the solo artist, it took a little longer as opposed to some of the artists that I was, you know, neck and neck with during that time, because that took the wind out of me, man. I ain't feel like, you know what I mean? I was like, And so when I did, you know, resurface, I resurfaced as an MC. And, you know, production is still in me. I still love it because I love music. But, you know, slowly but surely, I'm getting my record game back up, and, you know,
you gotta heal that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be chopping it up again. I'm gonna be chopping them up again for sure. But that took the wind out of me, man. I hope producers and DJs listening, they can relate. I don't sound too, you know, dramatic.
No, that's that right there.
But yo, I was like, yo, where my records? He was like, I sent them to you. I said, yo, you sent them where? He was like, Raleigh, North Carolina. I said, Raleigh? That's 2 hours from Charlotte, bro.
Yeah.
And at the time, I didn't know nothing about nothing down here. So I'm just like, are you serious, bro? Then we couldn't retrace where he sent it and all that. So it was just like, took the L. So that's that story, bro. So,
well, makes sense to me. You know, I can understand that. I can relate. You know.
Yeah, bro.
I still want to hear what if you disconnect for a moment your emotional connection to those records,
Uh-huh.
to the idea of producing, and you find a new idea to connect it to that makes you love it again. I'm interested in seeing what that would sound like
Oh man, so yeah, definitely
when the time is
Kill
right.
a Kill Ripkin album solely produced by me is definitely in the works. That's something that I want to do for me, something that I want to hear. It's how I started the journey. Um,
Full circle.
Full circle, bro. And not full circle like it's the end, but just full circle like it needs to be done. You know what I
Keeps
mean? And
going.
it
Even when you
keeps
get to the
going.
end, it just starts again.
That's
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
That's it.
Every
So
day, it never will.
yeah. But producing was fun for me. But you know what, too, bro? At the time while I was really producing heavy, I didn't have a lot of other things on my plate either. So I
Mm.
was able to really, I mean, like a lot of my hours a day was literally in the studio working. And now, as the years went on, I've had other, responsibilities and things that, I gotta
Take
tend
your
to.
time.
So yeah, so I had to compartmentalize and then, so now, because I feel like if you produce, if you really are a producer, you gotta get, it's not like MCing. I feel like it's two different type of attention you gotta give both of those
You gotta
art.
go all the way in with that.
You produce, so you probably understand where I'm coming from. Like
Mm.
producing really takes real attention to detail to
Yeah.
me.
I
Not
mean,
that
it's
MCing
if you're a real
don't.
producer and not one of those, I'm just gonna grab one of those loops off the internet that everybody else is using
Right.
and just if you really take the time, to dig, to add your own creativity to it, to experiment, to it's very time consuming.
It is.
Very time consuming. It's
It
worth it.
is.
It's
And
worth
no
it.
and no disrespect to anybody. That's why I won't say any names, of course, but I get beats from producers all over, and a lot of them are not good. And so, no, and I'm saying that to say like how music can affect you. Like
I understand.
music that doesn't sound good to you doesn't make you feel good. And then I could get a batch of heat, and it just lifts you. It just inspires you. Not saying that that brother or sister that sent me the beats that I didn't like are not dope, but it just didn't resonate with me. You know what I mean? And that's
It either moves you or it doesn't. Either it gives you wings, either it gives your pen wings or it doesn't.
or it doesn't.
And if it doesn't, it doesn't. That's cool because for someone else it will.
Someone else. That's right.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily say it's trash. Now I would never go that in depth, but just
That's
not
that's the way to go.
me.
It's not for me.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Sometimes I could get something and it just doesn't feel good either.
Right. But if it don't feel good, it's definitely not for you.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah. But that's music, man. That's what I love about it. The ins and outs, the intricacies of it, the secrecy of it. You know, all of that, man. The vulnerability of music. You know, we
Oh
we
yeah,
we really let people into our world through this music.
completely,
You know,
completely. I think that's a process too. Like if every artist is different. Where you go from the stage of I'm just experimenting and playing with this to what, I want other people to hear this.
right, right.
And lately, especially with the rise of everyone wanting to be a star on TikTok or Instagram, that process has kind of been removed, and we're watching the novice experiment as if this the final stage.
Hmm.
They just came up with the idea. They're just playing with it, but that's being presented as if it's the masterpiece.
That's right.
Would have been thrown in the desk, thrown in the trash can and that big stack of tapes. All of all those dumpster tapes now is the soundtrack. Everybody's loving.
Theme music.
Yeah, it's the theme music to their life. Dumpster tapes. Oscar the Grouch music.
Oscar the Grouch music.
Yeah. Hating everything, killing everything, loving nothing.
Man.
That's what I want to see more of. I want to see more loving the music.
Yeah, I want to hear more songs about chicks, man. We used to get a lot of songs about chicks. That's why on every album I do something for the sisters, bro. Every album.
Balance.
We need more of that.
Yeah. More balance.
Not this ratchet stuff we getting from them.
No, definitely not. It's going too far.
Too far.
Maybe we'll do something, flip something in that nature. You know, for one of the last joints that we do for this project.
I can't wait for them to hear that more.
Yeah.
Y'all have no idea what we cooking up.
Yeah. We'll give them a taste soon.
Word.
Definitely. Some appetizers.
Word.
I know Now's got some more in the Kill Ripkin Russian roulette. You know, he got some more bullets in the chamber.
Word. Let me see what he come up with.
I don't know what he's got loaded, but I know he's got something.
Let's see what he working with.
Yes. Gotta break that cycle, man. Perpetual lifestyle. Yeah. Check it. It goes on and 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 on. It goes on and on and on and on and on. And it don't stop. If we don't break this cycle, they won't quit. We gon' always find ourselves in some struggle and shit. It goes on and on and on and on and on. Yeah. And it don't stop. She watched her mother go through it. She seen her mother go through it. This never-ending cycle so foolish. I hate to see she gotta go through this. A close friend of mine, her vision got distorted. Pains to see her living blind. Life is precious, but she saw her predecessors live reckless. So it's no surprise she lived to expect this way of being, a product of it. To really be honest, 4 beautiful kids, 3 different fathers, and neither one bothers unless they want some honey. Forget them kids need Pampers, they don't give her no money. What a shame, that's how her moms did her thing. She grew up raised in places where moms used to hang. Her father was anonymous, was anybody's guess. See, moms were synonymous with casual sex. Now it's all in the family, you and your whole set. I try to talk to her about self-respect, negligence with her babies, even self-neglect. She likes being state property, collecting the check. It goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. No doubt it goes on and on and on and on and on. And it don't stop. If we don't break this cycle, they won't quit. We gon' always find ourselves in some struggle and shit. It goes on and on and on and on and on. And it don't stop. Her firstborn is 13, yeah, time's flying. She cut school, plus she already lying about her whereabouts. It all relates, she know her moms don't care about nothing but herself. That's how she was raised, so who could judge her while she patting her ways? She need to talk to someone about life. Mom's missing for days, needed help with her homework. Her mother in them streets, left with all her siblings with nothing to eat. This perpetual life gets heavy and make you weak. Her and moms got physical, now they don't speak. She told her mother, yo, I'm grown, so cool, her moms left her alone. She was taught and raised to struggle alone. Never no good example that's shown, so now her eldest is lost and confused, feeling like she on her own. Now homie in the crib when the moms ain't home. Yup, that's the cycle, it create clones. It goes on and 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 on. It goes on and on and on and on and on. And it don't stop. If we don't break this cycle, they won't quit. We gon' always find ourselves in some struggle and shit. It goes on and on and on and on and on. And it don't stop. stop. Like father, like son, mother, like daughters. Same old conditioning, that's how they taught us. See, our parents led a life of their liking. Some led the life of a Viking. We still kin, the resemblance is striking. See, I vowed to be a better you really me. We really won. We mastered that, the cycle is done. Until then, fam, the cycle will continuously run. Yeah, stopping for others will continue for some. It goes on and 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 on. It goes on and on and on and on and on. And it don't stop. If we don't break this cycle, it won't quit. We gon' always find ourselves in some struggling shit. It goes on and on and on and on and on. And it don't stop. Word up. Huh.
Prise sur prise, puis reprise, armée du ciment des églises, masque fantasque, presque casque,
we about to spark it up.
et d'un beau monégasque.
Yeah. Supreme forces. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Straight powerful team spirit. Chuck, we back at it, baby. Yup. Rip. Listen, I handle things differently than most. Vibing on some high power shit. If I was you, I get a dose. Grab a seat, pen and pad, take notes. Brace for the shift, many become disembodied. Adios, this is first-hand manuscript. The flow's powernomics, phonics. So you all get the boom from my sonic. I'm on it. Rashenku is so influential, mental. So we sent you when building up your temple. Simple, peace, God, what you into? Maintaining, or you struggling with Wonderland, the pain's raining. Down heavy like the weight of a levee. Heads ain't ready, yet the warfare's deadly. Edgy, demon plagues got them smoking up the Reggie. Drinking up the liquors while the light code flickers. They still doing nigga shit, hanging with them niggas. They don't stay compensated when the universe delivers that power. Powerful impact. Whoever lost their breath now again and they went back. Powerful impact. Balance gotta keep it all intact. Saying this is powerful, in fact. Powerful impact. With love, so this power I send back. Wherever my family and friends at. Powerful impact. With love, so this power I send back. Wherever my family and friends at. Powerful impact. More elements than the periodic table. Can you feel it? It got a hole on your label. Third rail flow, touch it and the shit getting fatal. Look alive, son. I got the skills that'll raise you. I'm a head of my class. Come here, let me grade you. Let me show you how they already slaved you. Only crumbs they gave you. Living slummy, grew up on public money. True. Now it's return to the guards, unwrap the mummies. Yeah, slept for thousands. Niggas in the underground browsing. Yeah, I seen it all from public housing. Grew up on that MOP, that BCC. Now I'm expressing the trust, for real, trust me. And frequently I taps in the other frequencies. Say grace then eat MCs. Nigga, please, you fucking with that X-File to Hootie flow. You witnessing science in the studio. Power is my duty, yo. Powerful impact. Whoever lost their breath now again and they went back. Powerful impact. Balance gotta keep it all intact. Saying this is powerful, in fact. Powerful impact. With love, so this power I send back. Wherever my family and friends at. Powerful impact. With love, so this power I send back. Wherever my family and friends at. Powerful straight impact. Power. I was born to a rhythm of music. Threefold energy fuses. What a soulful transition, the root of my ambition. Never ran bitching in lieu of my plan switching. New money coming, the palm of my hands itching. I know it's for me, they say a person's hands tell a story. I've been training my mind to reshape my frame and design. Getting control so the claiming is mine. All them niggas sound the same when they rhyme. No water in them dry bones on the microphone. With my omnipresent flow, catch me in more than one zone. I'm everywhere, true and living documented. Yeah, they starting to see it now, for real, goddess, I can sense it. Even though they act senseless, it's realer than receive that. Talking about that power, if you feel it, give me feedback. Let me know you need that. Powerful impact. Whoever lost their breath now again and they went back. Powerful impact. Balance gotta keep it all intact. Saying this is powerful, in fact. Powerful impact. With love, so this power I send back. Wherever my family and friends at. Powerful impact. With love, so this power I send back. Wherever my family and friends at. Powerful impact.
video show, The Playground. Coming to you all the way live from BPA, Brooklyn Public Access. I am your host, Tick Top Tour. And behind me, my DJ Prophet. What's going on, brother?
Chillin', what's good, Tor?
Chillin'. So today, I got a special treat for y'all. Coming to you from Brooklyn, New York, Coney Island. We got a brother making a lot of noise with his brand new album, Medulla Oblongata Rap. I want y'all to make some noise and give a nice Brooklyn welcome for my man, the Guardian, Kill Ripkin.
Y'all up on some new shit. Popping tags and pushing shoulders on. When I put y'all up on some new shit, I'm stepping out, sitting
Good to see you. The streets is actually on the check-in right now. The phones are already blowing up. Let's go to a caller. We got Bruce out of Bed-Stuy. Bruce, what's going on, baby?
Hey, yo, Tor, go fuck yourself.
No doubt. So we gonna keep it moving on these phone lines. We got Monica out of Red Hook. Monica, what's going on, love?
What up, Kill? I'm loving the album. I have been playing it all day in my car. I've been having that shit blasting.
Thank you, Queen. I appreciate that.
Hey, yo, Tor, you need to suck my dick. And then, you know what? Shut your motherfucking face, because everybody in these streets know you not about it like that. You not doing nothing with your life. You just...
It's funny how everybody got so much to say on the phones. So real quick, man, talk to me about what's going on with this video. What is it about?
It's basically a explanation of what I do for fun. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody go clubbing, do what they do. This is what I do. This is how I enjoy life.
No doubt. That sounds very interesting. Can't wait to get to it. We're gonna take one more call. We got Joe out of Canarsie. Joe, what's going on?
Yeah, I was just wondering, could you explain the title of your album?
Medulla Oblongata Rap. You know what I'm saying? One of my teachers, man, he used to always say that it was the mouth of God. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was just a perfect title, perfect timing, and I ran with it, man, and it's doing what it's doing.
Absolutely. Hey, Joe, thank you for your call, man.
Tor, I got a question for you too, man.
What's up, bro?
Just how fucking stupid are you?
You know what, man? You from Canarsie, right? Because I be out there on the pier, I be fishing. I'm gonna come out there, and I'm gonna find your motherfucking ass, and I'm gonna bust your shit, you punk bitch. Play the fucking video.
Bounce with me. The mighty VR. Kill Ripkin. Yeah. Let it knock. Listen. Fresh thoughts, feeling so young. With a spring in my step, scared of no one. A shogun full of vigor, I'm quick to pull a trigger. Shooting that gift, full clip to uplift. Feeling childlike, happy I escaped the wildlife. Uncontrolled region, uncivilized foul type. You see the smile on my face, so exuberant. We in a good place, I could never let you ruin this. Youthful, the energy I was used to when I was like 10 in the park with my friends, no worries. To get old, we in no hurry. Grew up kinda quick, got hit with a flurry. Till I found the silver lining in my magic kingdom, mining my fruit. Finally, it's like the fountain of youth. Got respect for the past, ever present in the future right now. Loving life with a smile. Welcome to my playground. Life's good over here, one day at a time. No stress, no fear. Yeah, live it up, have fun. Life is what you make it, get it right, get it done. Life's good over here, one day at a time. No stress, no fear. Yeah, live it up, have fun. Life is what you make it, get it right, get it done. Living in my mind, living in the moment, so free, so high off life, I OD. Hard to curb my enthusiasm, playing with my toys, making organ muffins in the lab with my boys, so poised. Make quiet noise, future bright. Rick played the role of a translucent light. Powers I possess, some say I'm mutant like. I'm just a teacher still learning, trying to get the student right. See the flow's 18 again with wisdom of an elder. Light cold when I'm walking magic paraphernalia. Charge stones, every day is like day camp. Blocking they own, they get mad cause I stay amp. Kill Rip, stay on field trips, tapping in. Spiritually training, got the guard running laps again. No coincidence or accidents, the world is yours. It's for a reason if it's happening. Welcome to my playground.
Life's a great adventure, merry-go-rounds, roller coasters. Never far from my dreams, with each breath I'm closer. Playing tag with different energies, you with hide and seek with ancestors, all congruent, affluent with the know, pursuant to the flow. Since the seed planted in earth, I'm doing it to grow. Architect, build pyramids and honeycombs. Mix herbs, calm nerves, tickle funny bones. Love and laughter, I self-law and master. Enjoy the ride, don't mind if it's going faster. Good times, so chic with it. Got talismans and seals and I sleep with it. Hard times get soft in my park of amusement. Life is never that bad, only room for improvement. Give thanks for what you have, divine and national movement. Good people in your circle, good music. Welcome to my playground.
Life's good over here, one day at a time, no stress, no fear. Yeah, live it up, have fun. Life is what you make it, get it right, get it done. Life's good over here, one day at a time, no stress, no fear. Yeah, live it up, have fun. Life is what you make it, get it right, get it done. Get it right, get it done.
Y'all doing all right out there? Yeah.
Life's too precious, man. Life's too precious, man. Rock on,
Pours out of the spinal column through the medulla oblongata. When this little cap on the ball on top of your medulla opens, this substance pours out and comes into the physical body and burns all this crap off your centers. That's the consuming fire.
Yo, that last drink, it's crazy.
Yeah, man. Love. That video was love right there. Shout out to my
I never
brother.
saw that
Tim.
one.
Yeah, that's the weekend I met Tim. He came through to the show. I believe that's how it went down, or I told him, nah, I think that's the second time I saw him. I told him I was shooting a video. He came through and supported, with the rest of the squad, man. Shout out to Tim, Sean, man, Jay and Comedic, the whole crew, man. Love them brothers, man. Prophet. Yeah, that was a fun night. The playground, fun day right there, yo.
Playground,
Playground,
that
yo.
was fire.
Appreciate
That beat too. That beat is still ringing in my head. I'm still hearing it.
The mighty DJ DR, man. Yeah. I'm blessed, brother.
Lyrically, you killed that.
I definitely executed well on that record, yo.
You floated on that.
Yeah, it came out exactly the way, I intended it to be. And when songs come out exactly how you intended it to be, those are the ones. That's definitely one of my favorite records right there. Wasn't a fan of the video at first when we did it. I thought it was too long. When I'm working with people, I always try to give them creative room to breathe too. And me and Mike, that's my brother Mike, Science Project. That's the brother that did the Not You video. He also did the Cycle video. But again, man, the video was love. I enjoy seeing those brothers in it, those particular parts. As an artist, even some of your own work got to grow on you.
Definitely. You got to get past your own criticisms before.
Yeah.
Get
For
what
sure.
anyone else thinks. You're gonna be the harshest critic on yourself.
For sure.
Especially you with Mars and Virgo.
That's me 100. That's right.
Yeah.
That's me 100.
Stuff that other people might not even care about or even notice.
Facts.
I get that. But you it's like, all right. Every time we get to that part, you're aware of it. You're thinking about, I would have done this different. I would have done that different.
Right.
They're not even thinking about that.
Nah.
They just loving it.
They are, man. So again.
Yeah, that was golden. Man, I was still recovering from the powerful impact.
That's my baby.
Yeah, now it's hit me with that out of nowhere.
I can't do a show without doing that record, yo. I can't do a show without doing that record. It's one of my favorite records to perform. I think not only the words are powerful, but how the people receive it is even more powerful, and it's just a dope record. Again, a well-executed record. Another one off that Medulla Oblongata record, more album.
Lives up to his name.
Powerful impact. I love that record. I truly love that record. Yeah, I truly love that record.
I'm high off this music journey. We take it here. Knowledge, what else you got for us, man? I need another fix.
The mighty DR. Rip. Trump in office. Chaos effect. Wilding out. Yeah. Losing their mind. Yeah, to bring it all back. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Yo. Look, my mother the informer. Pops was an absentee, grew up on the corner, had police and goons after me. That stewed up the wrath of me, approach targeted goals accurately. Trying to turn pro with other athletes, but took the semi route. Trouble I was in and out, confused, still I had to make moves even when it doubt. The fear appeared real and the judgment was evident. The struggle was to pay the rent and loving was negligent. I seen my people sloppy and a Nazi was president. Told us death and taxes, pray the blessing was heaven sent. We couldn't picture freedom, so the struggle was embraced. Drugs sold, agents rolled, the whole block caught a case. Play to win was the motto. The losses started mounting, for more losers to follow. In court, it's all accounting. Pleading guilty, yeah, the moral is filthy. In need of a cleanup. Some overachievers, some really try to beam up and get out of here. They living without a care. My hood is hurting. Most ain't working, so the future's uncertain. Chaos effect. The people are so confused. The news give them the blues, trying not to blow a fuse. Chaos effect. You see them out of their mind. The will to live declines. The devil leading the blind. Chaos effect. The people are so confused. The news give them the blues, trying not to blow a fuse. Chaos effect. You see them out of their mind. Superficial thoughts, artificial intelligence, trap them in their courts, foreclosing on their residence, disposing all the evidence. People caught up in fraud, stress level rising, check the numbers at the morgue. Hear them calling on the Lord, not in tune, so they think they're ignored. Lower self entertained cause they bored, buy what they can't afford, wage war and estate wars. And everywhere you look in the hood is hate stored. Death and dishonor, drama leads to trauma. The world's a sad saga, so it's hard to find Nirvana. Disorder's at its finest, you find less fusses, more minus. It's hard to breathe when chaos blocks the sinus. The climate is scorching in this daily quest for fortune. Cash rules, but many players lose money often. Kidnapped for ransom, events happen random. Plus the demons got cells, reprimand them. Babies having babies, men now wanna be ladies. Chaos out of control, no ifs, ands, or maybes. Chaos effect. The people are so confused. The news give them the blues, trying not to blow a fuse. Chaos effect. You see them out of their mind. The will to live declines. The devil leading the blind. Chaos effect. The people are so confused. The news give them the blues, trying not to blow a fuse. Chaos effect. You see them out of their mind.
Now, knowledge is something we all know about. It is conveyed to us through the public school system. We live it every day. Everyone who comes into the world practically is trained into some phase of it.
These times got me so in touch, I'm hands-on. Going through the 8th house, bout to transform. Divine self and walking in the energy scorpion. Some might get offended by this peaceful offering. Inform the people that the ignorance is costing them. News falsely reporting them, the government extorting them. Clearly I peep this amongst all the secrets and creatures. Evoke strength, repent any weakness. I ain't cool with them, burn a public food system. You know how the madness flow, conforming to the status quo. I think different, move cosmic, speak logic. Stay in my lane, I refrain from mundane topics. It's hard watching the brain washing the same options. College or military, prison or cemetery. Limited visionaries, nation lacking dignitaries. So there's no dignity, just statutes of liberty. Not with the games being played inside the industry.
industry. Don't have my pants sagging, don't want my thoughts carnal. Not without music being hybrid, it's easy to farm you. Not in tune, so you can't hear nature trying to alarm you. My spidey senses keep me opposite the senseless. Unaccounted for, never filling out the senses. Certain of my assertion, never straddling fences. Return of the Jedis, the force so relentless. Control my appetite, it's all hype what they feeding ya. Never a medium, at fault is the media. They got a hex on them, push gossip and sex on them. Project on them, a lower vibe and depth on them. Not with the suffering, under no circumstances. People still bluffing with their status and it hurts their chances of living life in their right state of mind in the matrix. Face it as we complete this facelift. Yeah.
This idea of knowledge, however, is the way we have decided to teach our children. And knowledge is very largely concerned with the problem of getting along in this world. How to live in the environment which no one really fits into exactly.
I don't need a concept, you can keep the formula. As a seed had to breastfeed from a warrior. I don't need to follow rules, I don't need a college school. I ain't gotta write 16s, that's what the knowledge do. I don't need to water down, I ain't taking off my crown. Read too many books, look, I'm an author now. I can levitate without lifting off the ground. I don't wanna stay in line, I'm just trying to save my mind. I don't even watch the news. Life's a mystery, but y'all don't even watch the clues. Lost in ancient times, stay aligned with serious light. Illuminates my spine, didn't want to pray in time. Learned of a great design, I think with a savior's mind. I'm the brightest star, I need space to shine. True celebrity, I'm celebrating myself, I'm too heavenly. Life soundtrack, each day's a new melody. Life is a crime, each day's a new felony. When you ain't healthy, free, raised too selfishly. Didn't need a swine flu shot, but ate celery. Kale, sea moss, fruit, veggie, cell therapy. So my soul moves through this maze too stealthily. Speak to wise men in these days too seldomly. Kalik, alchemically change the whole industry without being part of it. Where artists was sick, I help pop, reach the cell block, I'm hard to forget. You don't need a credit score when your karma's legit. This is real, not an act, I ain't part of the script. My lineage is indigenous, we brought it legit. I'm hard to forget, shine more the darker it gets. We did it again, might kill and rip through your kin. My mind brotherhood, roll with the invisible men. Holograph rap in Tokyo with digital games,
We have a great deal of education, but what are we teaching? Are we teaching the individual to grow, or are we trying to train him for a job? We want to be a little wealthier, we'd like to be a little more famous. The great values do not grow because we do not permit them to grow.
Return of the Jedis, the force so relentless. Control my appetite, it's all hype what they feeding ya. Never a medium, at fault is the media.
I don't even watch the news. Life's a mystery, but y'all don't even watch the clues. Lost in ancient times, stay aligned with serious light. Illuminates my spine.
Curse on Moors and Saracens. Were it not for their ungodly ways, Master Robin would never have left. What manner of name is Hazim? Irish? Cornish?
Moorish.
In this episode, we explore the rich architectural legacy of the Moors, the dynasties that built an empire, and what they left behind.
Like we the only ones in the world that got new fake identity. Yeah. Every 20 years it'll be so much more than that.
So much more.
You know? It's a damn shame they'd rather be brand names than be the Lord of all worlds.
You know? The Guardian.
Immortals.
Come on.
Gods of the universe.
Let me tell you what it mean to me though.
Islam noble.
Listen. You can always catch me on my square, like Madison, time traveling, rapping the consecrated talisman. My auditorium is the kingdom of Admorium. It's many more worlds, so the more keep exploring them. Everywhere I look suggests I'm home. Watching foreigners stress the throne. Every tongue must confess his own. Mighty Muslim of the most benevolent. Honor my blood and deeds, a daily regimen. New Testament, I'm heaven sent. From a perfect mind and sound temple. My native tongue make it sound simple. 2 on the right, 5 on the left, that's completion. With features of a Moorish Phoenician, Hannibal Bay. I channel and pray. We make this world a better place. Peaceful habitat. Upright, independent, and fearless. I'd rather that. Matter of fact, principles and standards of Moorish dynasties merge with mixed love with piety. Moving is one, never binary. Never mix in public with privacy. Life is much more than what the eye can see. More than entertainment and glamour. Killing our own, aiming the hammer. Glorified on the camera. Same ones who took your rights, you can't trust them. I refrain and proclaim my own rights and customs. Some chose to fall asleep, the nightmares are destruction. So in the hood, freedom's the discussion. They label us falsely. See, that's where you lost me. I do it for the subline and lofty. Peace, peace.
Between the earth and sky. Yeah, there's so much more. This one's for the fam that I show love for. 7 fingers on my hand that I hold up for. We the light of the world that is oh so pure. Yeah, there's so much more. This one's for the fam that I show love for. 7 fingers on my hand that I hold up for. We the light of the world that is oh so pure. Alamo-Ricanos, my bitch is more than just a gorgeous condo. Praying that the walls ain't hollow, give amazing thoughts to follow. You gotta quote me, Don Quixote in the Morris novel. Hard than I be fly with feathers pouring out of your ensemble. I had to do it, they got their tassels and had to glue it. It's magic music, I'm driven but only travel to it. I seen the portrait of a noble on the path and drew it. I've been to war before with dragons in my past and slew it. I mean slated, I live it, could beat hatred, manifest our own reality. Hear me, cause we created it. But I ain't gotta brag if you ain't got the proper tag. Study books until they all red like the Moroccan flag. Now let's for your shopping bag, plus it's on from copper rags. This is Essence, Stoney's breaths alone, $1 to grab. And this one's for all the scholars in the lab, trying to conquer this jihad. Here's some confidence to grab. Schooling policy and forces, there's no honor in they badge. Praise the prophets that we had, make the colonists go mad. Trying to usher in a new age, but they got it bad. Like Christians double crosses, like we rock a lot of plaid. When I write, I've been launching helicopters from my past to propel us. Overzealous, think this knowledge is a fad. Every obstacle we slashing them like dollar store prices. Being pro-black left a lot of Moors lifeless. They ain't got the floor like this, so I swept them off their feet. Quickly left them with no teeth when they try to mow or bite this essence of a chic that is oh so pure. If you black, then you lack. We are so much more.
Always build a wall between the earth and sky.
More the one.
Man, that one right there is so magical.
I thought it
That's
was
my
on. I
favorite.
mean, it still is. But when we did that one, bruh, I was like, oh yeah, it's about to be. We dropped them on that one, and we dropped that one on the people, and then we stepped back. But yeah, once we let it go this time, we ain't gonna let back on them.
Yeah, it's just the build up. You know what I'm saying? We just
Beautiful record though.
but that right there, yeah, that's the word right there. Beautiful.
Beautiful record right there.
It sounds beautiful. The message is beautiful.
Everything about it, yo.
Yeah.
Video, how you did the video, everything about it was dope, yo. Everything about it was dope.
It was one of those joints where I feel like it's perfect. I wouldn't change nothing about it.
Nothing.
And
Nothing, man. It's almost like, I mean, we like the Salvation joint we got. Like we got so many joints that's
Oh yeah. Ooh.
that
So you still haven't even heard my verse for that. Oh man.
I did. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
We got some jewels. We definitely got some jewels.
Yeah, Warriors.
Amazing. Life-changing record right there when people hear
That
that.
right there.
The bars on that, we set it so high.
It's very
Like
barbaric.
he set it really, really, really high on that record.
Super high.
Yeah.
I think lyrically that one it's probably one of the elite as far as
Fact.
lyrics go for the joints that we've done.
Like I said, we set the bar on that one really, really high. Really, really
Yeah.
high, yo.
I was definitely pleasantly surprised when I got your verse back. I was like, yeah, so you really went in. You know what I'm saying? You took it there and
Yeah, I had
beyond.
to. Because you took it
Yeah,
there. I mean, you took it
yeah,
there, man. So I'm like, wow. You know, sometimes when you collab, a person cannot leave you enough room. You know, like I remember MC wanted to get on the Blackout,
mm,
and he was like, "No, actually, I sent it to him to for him to get on, you know, as a feature." And he hit me back, and he was like, "Man, I ain't even gonna front. You ain't leave me no room."
mm.
Not that he couldn't get on it, but it's like sometimes you could say all you have to say on the record, and there's no more room or nothing else to be said. For that Warrior joint, that's how I felt. That's what took me so long. But you did. You left me a lot more to say.
Oh yeah, there,
You left me a
you
lot
said
more to
you said
say.
all that and then some. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You get it with few encyclopedias.
yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Dope record. The beat, forget about it.
that
Everything
beat is
about it,
crazy.
man.
Mm.
You know, I just
That
really
beat is
can't
crazy.
wait for the people to hear it. Looking forward to us locking in on some more joints. You know what I'm saying? And really,
It's hard
just
holding it.
yeah,
It's hard to hold it sometimes. Like when you know you got something that's just amazing, you want people to hear it.
it's
You
time,
want them to
Kyle.
feel what you're feeling.
It's time, bro.
Yeah.
It really is. It's time. Not to sound cliche, but it's really
Nah,
time
'cause
that
it
we hit them
is.
with those joints. Um, and then go from there.
All I'm gonna say is that we're gonna resurrect the dead in Scorpio season.
Indeed,
Yeah.
indeed.
While they getting spooky and all of that, we gonna be in the resurrection energy.
There it is.
Yeah. Put it out. It's all coming. Yeah, man. You got some joints.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah. For real. I
Thank
know
you.
there's a lot more.
I hope the
I know
people
there's a lot
receive
more.
it out there too, man. It's bigger than hip hop. You know, it's always been bigger than hip hop, and we definitely got to embrace it like that, man. So I hope the people receive it, man. Hope the people receiving your jewels, your darts you throwing out there, like really, really receiving it. Because
Gonna
the
get it
music,
all when they're ready.
we making is supposed to, it's like doctrine. It's like a doctrine, you know what I'm saying? They're supposed to read it every day, listen to it every day, break it down, do the knowledge to it.
Yes.
That's what
Yes.
we give them.
Yes.
So, you know,
Yes.
I will the people receiving it like that, man.
The psychic luggage, like there's so much to unpack, you know.
Yeah.
I know how you do it. You compress it like a zip file. Try
Word.
to put as much information and jewels, and it's jewel heavy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate those who took the time to give the people jewelry because
Word.
those jewels, not what you put on your neck or what you put in your pocket or what these jewels will last you lifetimes. You can take these jewels into your next life.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. If somebody loves you enough to give you jewels that will make your spirit shine, and then
That's what I'm talking
you
about.
can keep it and take it and use it in your lifetimes to come. That's love.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to care about the people to take the time to say, you know what? I could say anything, but I'm going to feed you something that's going to make you greater. You got to care to do that.
Powerful
You know,
impact.
powerful impact to make a powerful impact. You know. as an artist, a lot of times there's a lot of focus on things from a selfish perspective. What are you gonna get out of it? Oh yeah, I get whatever material or lower natured benefits are. But what about your one person, the people
Right.
that are impacted by your artistry? Oh, they're the many. You're the one,
Right.
right? If it was just about you, you would keep it to yourself. So it's for them. It's an offering. So if you're gonna put it on all of their altars, then it should be something that should be nourishing to the soul. So I have to recognize you for doing that consistently over time,
Thank you, my
because that
brother.
means that means that means our children matter to you. That means the future matters to you.
Indeed. And they really do. And you can't play with it with the music. You can't fake that with the music either. You can't. It's genuinely heard and felt. I wouldn't be able to fool you with this.
Right.
So I appreciate you realizing and knowing that it's genuine, because it most certainly is. You can't play with it with the music like that. So
You could feel it. You could tell when when the words are empty.
yeah.
You
Can.
can tell the spirit that's in it.
You definitely can. Music will let you know that immediately the minute you hit play. So, again, I'm very, very conscious of that. And that's why I'm, grateful and thankful to be rapping, making beautiful music with artists such as yourself, because it keeps me lined up with the divine. It really does.
Right.
You know what I mean? It keeps me lined up with that, which is who I am. That's my nature. It feels good to me. It makes me want to continue and take it to all sorts of levels that I know we can get to. And we are going to get to.
Islam. I spit lyrically amazing music.
Islam.
Knowledge, what else you got for us? I know you got something else.
Asiatics can never be gods, let them tell it. Cosmetically groomed, sweat.
Oh, that Muslim talk.
That right there is crazy.
Here at the Empire, we realized that, and it's funny because last night at service, what we built on was chapter 25 that speaks about never turning your back on another Moorish brother or sister. Islam?
Let the ink them paint an ill pic. Solid if you claim friendly.
Peace to the gods.
Let the ink them paint an ill pic. Solid if you claim friendly. On some real shit.
Wings spread wide, coming through angelic. Frankincense and myrrh be the essence, you can smell it. Rocking different color stones, niggas think I'm psychedelic. Asiatics can never be gods, let them tell it. Cosmetically groomed, suede blazer with suede shoes. Smooth, don't have to prove that I paid dues. My track record speaks for itself. You hear the language, the dignity you see me with now. Came in the game with, I hang with imperial nobles, wine Kenobis, light bodies, etherically mobile, spiritual OGs, riding around. Knocking them oldies, save homies like goalies. Adding degrees, those be my trophies. You sounding too far, just listen closely. Observing the scene, protecting the queen. Black Fez, tonight I'm on my mufti. You dirty boys ain't getting off the hook, see. I wanna study the path of a Sufi. Peace to brother Muhammad with the Kufi. Yeah.
Solid if you claim friendly. On some real shit. Let the ink them paint an ill pic. Solid if you claim friendly. On some real shit. Let the ink them paint an ill pic. Solid if you claim friendly. On some real shit. Let the ink them paint an ill pic. Solid if you claim friendly. On some real shit. Let the ink blem
Islam
paint an ill pic. Solid if you claim friendly.
Loving light to the
on
queen.
Some real shit. Let the ink blem paint an ill pic. Solid if you claim friendly. On some real shit.
I knew some hoodlum brothers, some Muslim brothers. Now I live a Muslim custom. Islam, Allah, we trust them. The higher the self, the more at ease. You lying to self, you more like beast. Animal instinct, instinctively you feeding off the flesh. That's what's gonna bring you back here. The food and the sex, the foods and the text. Ignorance is bliss and blessed. Some get seduced by that kiss of death. Others resist the rest. I'm here to spit finesse, rocking ostrich feathers in my headdress. Been the king way before she said yes. Peace declaring 13x, that 5% was needed. At a time, knowledge receded from her crescent in the star. They confessing who we are. Allahu Akbar, now my family fear every time they see a cop car. Live from my coordinates, sword on hit, slaying insubordinates, privately or in front of an audience.
Let the ink dim, paint an ill pit. Yeah. Solid if you claim friend of me.
Peace to the king.
Let the ink dim,
peace to the Lord.
Solid if you claim friend of me. On some real shit. Let the ink dim, paint an ill pit. Solid if you claim friend of me. On some real issue. Let the ink dim, paint an ill pit. Solid if you claim friend of me. On some real issue.
$50 half a men. Yeah, talk to him, God. Yeah. Yeah. Another one. Let it knock. Job freedom. The Guardian. Over their heads again. $50 half a men. Yeah. Talk to him, God. Listen, we always had a warner. Cherubim and seraphim protect the four corners. In the land full of mourners, it's a place where it's slander and lewdness. People want heaven but scared to walk with Anubis. Frightened of the newness. Fool's paradise with the foolish. Think they got it covered but they clueless. Now who gon' make it through this? Apocalyptic Tara got her guns out. They tryna make it dark when her sun's out. Time's on our side till it runs out. In secrecy and silence, the evil that's behind us got the frequency on violence. The veil has been lifted, the poles have been shifted. The energy's malefic, some think it's just a figment of their imagination to their graduation. Congratulations, look ma, I made it look easy, believe me. Quite a few niggas, they wanna be me. Ego always tripping over galaxies. Maybe gravity don't got me grounded enough. Homie, I'm hovering, balancing the parts of myself. People are suffering, hustling to make it while the new world they ushering. The wickedness is smothering, your mind is reconstructing. I might think twice and spike ass get on the bus again. Headbang shit, Rip got them all concussed again. My story told in myths, they switched up the hieroglyphs. Divine gifts keep me in step like a podiatrist. Idolatrous, you're worshiping energies that be hurting you. Remember that this whole thing's about being in search of who? You.
Which means that being a black man in America means that you are a divine entity. Now, understanding what that means now goes into your own value of what the creator would be. Because if that means that now you have dominion over the planet, that you have the capacity to do anything that you so put your mind to, etc., now that puts you into a whole different reflection of self. So you don't have to sit up and beg anybody and tell them that you need certain gratuities or, I can't think of the name of this stuff that they use for going to college and all this other stuff. You don't need these crutches. Because when you understand that you're a manifestation of the Creator, you can learn anything you want to and any time you want to and apply it. So you don't have to apologize for this. Being a black woman, I mean, this is the same issue. Well, I'm a black woman, so that means da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
They black cats are bad luck. Black is free on the knot.
Blackout. A lot of comments about who's blacker than you are and who's blacker than she is. Blacker than thou.
Yo, Black is beautiful, but if you blackballed, you masked up. Can't see the light, they say black cats are bad luck. Black is a color, and we're not painted, stained, or varnished. With these black labels, our heritage remains tarnished. Black power made us all raise a black fist, but whoever did was soon put on the black list. Black people, where's your black flag unless you're killing roaches? You say you black and you proud, but yet we're not the closest. Emotions are high when we become a black target. If it's illegal and moves, then it's on the black market. Bad guys wear black, that's some color of law shit. Black means dead, that was the pledge on your mortgage. We wear black at funerals to honor the deceased. If you don't fit in with family, then you're the black sheep. The fear of a black planet made us all public enemy. It's like we in a black hole absorbing all the energy. The blackout. Where were you when the lights went out? Is it too dark to know who you are? To see where you at? Who's to blame for the fade to black? Blackout. Where were you when the lights went out? Is it too dark to know who you are? To see where you at? Nah, our ancestors never said they was black. Black entertainment, most of it's ran by Europeans and Jews, so they control the news and what you see in black girls rock. Excuse me, miss, that's a misnomer. Peep the stores in our hood, most of them no black owner, no more black Wall Streets. They lit it up in flames. Ever since that terrorism, black biz ain't been the same. Call the White Sox Black Sox for throwing games and gambling. Most black quarterbacks, they got the niggas scrambling. Kobe's the black mamba, a venomous snake. To have them call us black anything, tremendous mistake. They say black magic is evil, black fathers believe you. You've become so black, the world barely sees you. Blaxploitation, some think it's more likely blacks fail. See the extortion, some would say it's blackmail. Black water from black rain, you see the pain. Black man and woman, black love went up in black flames. It's the blackout. Where were you when the lights went out? Is it too dark to know who you are? To see where you at? Who's to blame for the fade to black? The blackout.
There are a lot of comments about who's blacker than you are, and who's blacker than she is, blacker than thou.
Yeah. Where were you when the lights went out?
I love that joint right there. It puts it so simply.
Yeah, man.
You become so black that the world could barely see you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Another powerful record right there.
See, certain songs, because of the message they carry, they can't become dated because the message is still needed and it's still relevant.
Word.
So as long as the message is still relevant, it's new to whoever hears it. And for them, that's the day the lights came on.
Yep.
The day they saw the day they heard the blackout, that's when the lights came on. You know.
Damn.
So wait, I'm a light being.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? I'm illuminated. I'm bright. I'm a star. Everybody is a star. What are stars? Stars are the light in juxtaposition to the dark background. You know what I'm saying? We're stars.
Indeed.
I want to shine.
Facts.
When you're intelligent, you what? You're bright, right?
That's right.
So
it all
I
makes
love
sense.
I love the fact that you were bold enough to tell that truth in an artistic way, in the way that you did, and did it without it being whack.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
a thin line. It's certain topics is touching on it is touch. You know, it's a touchy thing.
It's a challenge for sure. It's a
It is a
challenge
challenge.
because at the same time, right? We want people to relate and you know comprehend what we saying. So yeah, when I was writing that joint, it was definitely a challenge, but it came out exactly how I wanted it to. Even though I thought that would be one that would be over, you know, people who wasn't into the Moorish paradigm, it'd be over their head. But when I perform that joint, those are the ones that get it. Like you just made it make sense. The lights come on.
Right, right. Because it's really a simple idea. It's either you're in the darkness or you're in the light.
That's it. The blackout.
When you lose consciousness, you black out.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And then after you black out, you don't remember who you are. You're the same you, but it's just you in the state of awareness versus being in the state of darkness.
Facts.
And assumed identity over time when you didn't know.
Is it too dark to know where you are?
Is it too dark to know who
You
you are?
at? Yeah.
It's interesting. Aries being the sign of identity. Aries is fire. What does fire do? It produces light. The I am.
Mm-hmm.
It produces light wherever it goes to provide direction. Because you gotta look. If all of us we walk into a dark tunnel, and you're the only one with a torch, ain't nobody arguing about who's the leader.
Right.
Everybody's either trying to get the torch out of your hand or they following you.
Or
Like
they
wherever
gonna
you
follow
going,
that
I'm
light.
going with you because you're the only one that can see.
That's right. Yeah.
You're the light. You know what I'm saying? And you know, in the darkness, everybody's black.
You already know.
It's the only time everybody's black. Is when we're in the darkness. It's not bad. See, that's the thing. That's the balance of everything. It's not bad. It's just different statuses.
Right.
Active versus dormant. We're both, just at different stages.
That's right.
Sleep versus awake. You're the same you when you lay down and you know you go to sleep. You're still you. Just dormant. But active and upright. You wake up, you gotta be upright. Gotta be up, right?
Upright, independent, and fearless.
Exactly. Exactly. Now, do you have any thoughts on this? Cause I know you had you have some of the greatest lyric and musical analysis. So I know you got some thoughts. And if you're not ready for those, I know you got some more joints.
Nah, this is a dope journey though.
Yeah, we're still skill illustrating.
Kill Ripkin, the quickening 2, acceleration, quickly, hitting all the hoods, the whole planet. Y'all know what it is, the Guardian. Acceleration. Yeah, well, you know, first of all, to all the Kill Ripkin supporters out there, I want to say peace and love and thanks for the support. I mean, y'all actually the reason why I keep, you know, going in the studio, banging out that heat. And I mean, pretty much what I've been up to is just putting in work, both, you know, spiritual work and artistic work, just been working, just working on self, just been doing a lot of things to just elevate so that when I decide to put out this new project, you know, it's quality music, it can actually bring the people a lot closer to really who Kill Ripkin is.
The simplest explanation behind this sense of speeding up is that our planet's vibrational frequency is rising. This event, which many ancient cultures have prophetically termed the quickening, has begun, and it is the greatest opportunity of our times.
Yeah.
Acceleration.
Yeah. Yes. Ratchet. I mean, really, the quickening itself is an evolution of just a bunch of spiritual energy and, you know, just a whole bunch of things going on, especially during this time. And that music that I created, to me, feels like a theme music or a representation of everything that's going on, all that energy. So, I mean, you can expect quality sound, that bang on the beats. Like I said, I went and, you know, me and my brother Chuck, we locked in. I locked in with a couple other producers and just good quality music. You know what I mean? Just good quality music.
Just puppets on strings controlled by foreign powers. They done dumbed down the music, fam. You might not recognize it. We made noise, but the joy's here to jeopardize it. I'm glad you up now. I got a lot to share. It's hard coming out the dark. I know, cause I was there. See, we still in the struggle. Freedom trying to achieve it. There's something you need to know, Holmes. You might not believe it.
Peace, what up? We're in the Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina. We're in a newly established vegan cuisine restaurant, about to grub on some good old food. You know, I got the team with me celebrating this monumentous day, the release of the Quickening 2 Acceleration. Got the beautiful goddess Naeem and the young god Amir, you know what I'm saying, aka Boom. We doing it up, man. We celebrating. This is a beautiful day, beautiful moment in time. And we just excited, man. So we about to get the day started with some good food. We feel incredible.
Yo, incredible. Yo, man, I mean, from the time that I first, you know, came out to Charlotte, I hooked up with my brother Cam Moy, and he put me on the Chuck. And Chuck reminded me of home, meaning New York, and my relationship with, you know, producers and engineers I had there. So him being from the Bronx, New York, was natural that we locked in. It took a little minute, took some years for us to really get to this point, because he's an artist himself, so he does a lot of things. But it was a beautiful experience, man, because, you know, our homies, you know, big up to the God City family, you know, all of them are like, yo, where you get these beats from? But me and Chuck really dug deep. He really made sure that he gave me music that represented the acceleration. We wanted the tempo to be lively, but we wanted the lyrics to hit home. So it was a beautiful experience, man. Each beat that he gave me shocked me. Each beat that he gave me moving on as we created the album became more incredible. And it just, honestly, I tell him and everyone that's familiar with the project that my biggest want, you know, of course everyone wants self-success, but I want my brother to get the recognition he deserved for doing them beats, man, because they're incredible. The process was beautiful, and I can't wait for the world to hear it. I can't wait for the people to hear it.
And I thank heaven for sure.
Yeah. Yo, the show must go on. Yeah. The show must go on. Listen. Live from the third rock where my words drop on the masses. People in search for greener grasses. Access the backstage passes to the stars, they fanatics. The scene unfolds, beat the dramatics. Emphatic about this rap shit. Lost in it, tired of those making, pushing that whack shit. Forcing it down your throat, synonymous with drinking smoke. Rotation is constant. People seem to think it's dope when really it's nonsense. But ripping here to hate though. It's sad the way the art display. The love is gone, cause many ain't coming from the heart today. Hybrid flows, tell me why they chose to go that route. They say the music's the reason the children go act out. Sex, money, and demon plagues. Peep all the evil ways. It rob you of your soul, royalties, and leave you straight. They screaming that the music's changed. I say it's going strong. Lights, cameras, get a reaction, cause the show must go on. Every day a star is born. Get on stage when it's time to perform, no matter short or how long. Respect the culture, move the crowd with your songs. Keep it real, that's my word is bond. Cause the show must go on. Every day a star is born. Get on stage when it's time to perform, no matter short or how long. Respect the culture, move the crowd with your songs. Keep it real, that's my word is bond. Hey yo, the show must go on. Some come true, most get crushed. Trying to be a star shouldn't hurt this much. They fiend for it, the taste of success. They're making it just to get their families out of their lower conditions. Pay attention, the spotlight's merciless. In search of this illusion mixed with vanity. The shit is hard to manage even with a manager. Planning your next move's critical. Study the game, it's quite insane. Very political, the streets mixed in. Always watching and plotting from little rascals to scoundrels. Dirty and rotten, ill-gotten gains chains made the culture change lanes, change clothes, even change flows.
Turn off the radio.
When was the last time you heard hits mixed with a crazy flow? I'm out for more exposure, getting calls from promoters, more driven than chauffeurs. Tours until it's over, but until then, the curtains are drawn because the show must go on. Every day a star is born. Get on stage when it's time to perform, no matter short or how long. Respect the culture, move the crowd with your songs. Keep it real, that's my word is bond. Cause the show must go on. Every day a star is born. Get on stage when it's time to perform, no matter short or how long. Respect the culture, move the crowd with your songs. Keep it real, that's my word is bond. Hey yo, the show must go on.
It's a little dirty. It's a little raw.
Yeah. Yeah. Full-time father, part-time artist. Solving was never an option regardless. Worked a 9-to-5 job plus the mobile office. Started from a novice, took the wins with the losses. In due time, we separate the men from the bosses. Basic rule of thumb, wise words weren't parted. It ain't who worked the hardest, it's about who worked the smartest. Was born with deep roots in the middle of the forest. Started a couple gardens, I'm just waiting for my harvest. They came a long way from the studio apartments on the east side of Charlotte. Look at where we started, I just wanted something modest. Little land in a cottage, 529 funds put away for the kids' college. All I know is sacrifice, but honestly I get exhausted. Say I need a vacation, those waters are uncharted. Need some new scenery, I'm thinking somewhere that's exotic. Somewhere the farthest from all the energy that's toxic. Change is the only constant, I'm aiming to trust the process. I'm growing, I'm letting go and flowing deep in my conscience. Too focused on perfection now, I'm more focused on progress. Time is the greatest asset, every day I make deposits. The work it in tonight if I'm just looking at the optics. Global warming, climate change, the effects are catastrophic. Can't keep track of my train of thought, somewhere I lost it, but I stay reminded of what the ancestors had taught us.
Yeah, I'm cutting class with Fatima. 2 credits from graduating, I'm a senior. I got plans to be a star, full arenas, daydreamer, but they knew it was real from my demeanor. A young king with an old spirit. One thing's for sure was I had to go get it. Ahead of my time like my old lyrics. No gimmicks, success pouring out. I want to do more than sip it, more than a snippet. Kill known to rip it with a sharp edge. Bringing light, a lot of rappers took a dark pledge. Deep in the abyss, you can miss me with that fraud shit. I hear them talking like they got it with a flawed grip. Applaud this, while the Lord spit the holy writ. So legit, this not the type of force to go against. No defense, your subject don't matter in my court of law. Peace to my moles out in Baltimore. They putting poison in the food to alter your DNA. Push disease on the body, call it meals 3 a day. You see decay, some will just spread their wings and flee away looking for freedom. Inshallah, we see the day. Alpha, Omega, Alpha, Beta, my Genesis is Sega. Reminiscing on the days of Wally and Vega. We coalesce like hood niggas in front of bodegas, where life was really just a gamble like players in Vegas. Cemented in the essence of the culture. Gut check bars, give them oses. Immortalized like stars on posters. Easy when you approach us. Shalom, bro, everything's kosher. Copaesthetic.
You back.
Fire.
Train.
Fire.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, bro. We got just cut off.
Y'all know what that was about.
But yeah,
We keep on moving.
indeed. Train.
Keep on
Shout
moving.
out to Ja Freedom, another banger.
Yo, y'all got some great chemistry. You know, I've been listening closely to your beat selection
Mm.
because I think that's a very important part of this is knowing the right beats that complement your sound, that complement your writing, what you're saying, how you're saying it, the tone of your voice, so forth and so on,
Mm-hmm.
and the production it matches, consistently. I haven't heard a joint yet where I'm like, you killed that, but that beat was garbage. Like I haven't
Right.
heard that. You know what I'm saying? So I can tell
Appreciate
that
that.
there's a certain standard, that you hold yourself to,
For
when it
sure.
comes to that.
For sure. For sure, bro. Again, very conscious of that. Very conscious of that. Yeah, man. Beat picking is very big in the art of MCing. You know, you could be nice, and your bar game, your pen game could be top notch, elite. But if your beat selection doesn't
Right.
match that, the vibration will be off. So, you know, it'll even be hard to listen to what that MC is actually saying. So, yeah. And that's the fun part. For me, it's fun picking beats, especially really dope beats, listening to them, feeling them, listening to what they telling me what to write to them and things of that nature, man. That's the fun part of it right there. The beat
Right.
selection. You know, that's actually the fun part of it. Like that's why I love when producers send me beats. It's like it's a holiday, you know what I mean? It's like I'm about to open up some gifts for real. I can't
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait for
Yeah.
what my ears are about to listen to, man. Ain't nothing like it.
Yeah.
And then when you find them jewels, it's like perfect marriage, man. And then there go your dope record.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I also like picking beats that I know for sure that a lot of MCs will maybe pass up, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like I like to pick I feel like an MC should be able to rap to anything, and that's the limits I push myself to. So even the records you're gonna hear in the coming future, in the near future, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Like, you know, the limits I stretch myself to, even production wise.
So you
With some of the stuff,
challenging the pen with the soundtrack.
yeah, some of the stuff you send me, most of all of the stuff you send me, it does that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I know like there are a couple in particular, like the time joint. You know, I'm really I got to go on dates with that. You know, really sit with it. You know what I mean? And you know, because it be like that. It be like that. If you want it to really sound the way it's intended to sound. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta take time with it sometimes. And, you know, things have to fit. It's got to be a marriage.
That's the fun process to me. Not
You can't
everything.
you can't rush that. You can't
Yeah,
rush that.
not
You know what I'm saying?
everything
You
can
gotta
be that. Not
sometimes you gotta
everything.
court the beat. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Take the beat out a few times.
That's right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Go on a
That's
ride
right.
with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep. For sure.
Until it
It be
starts
like
talking
that.
to you.
Yep. It be like
And it
that.
tells you everything to say.
And that's the joy in it for me. Because then when you hear the finished product, it's like, yeah, okay. You know, it's like, you know, music is like children to me, you know, my children that you know, I don't want to expose them to any and everybody. And I
Right.
want to make sure that you know, nurtured the right way. So that's my approach to this thing, man. Real talk.
Absolutely.
Word up.
Do you have can you tell them where they can find your music? Where somebody's watching this and they're hearing all this amazing artistry, they're gonna want to know where they can find it.
Kill Ripkin at Bandcamp. Um, that's where you see most of my catalog is up there. Um, Kill Ripkin /bandcamp.com. You can find me on Facebook at Kill Ripkin, Instagram at Kill Ripkin, Twitter, Kill Ripkin. And then there's probably a couple of links on there that'll lead you to some other avenues of music, but the main one is Bandcamp. You'll find my whole catalog up on there pretty much.
No doubt. Yeah,
And
I'm gonna search
of
this
course
out.
the music is on all streaming platforms. If you're trying to, you know, find any albums or singles or anything, it's on all streaming platforms. But if you want to get up close and personal, definitely hit the Bandcamp page, and you know you'll follow the journey that way a lot easier.
You gotta go support
Word.
that. Man. I'm about to dig up some of them joints. There's a few joints that I haven't heard.
Word.
I gotta go hunting. You know what I'm saying, and dig through the crates and see what I can find.
Oh yeah.
I love discovering new music that that gives you that feeling. You know what I'm saying? You know that feeling when you hear something that's like, yeah,
Oh
that's it
yeah.
right there.
Yeah, tonight we mostly went through the Moore album and a few of the self-medicate joints, but we didn't really touch on none of the quickening joints. Which that was around the time when me and you met, where I started
Absolutely.
cooking
I
that up.
remember that.
So yeah, it's a lot of joints on them two projects that a lot of people get to listen to, and it'll be brand new to them. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Take it back to the beginning.
For sure.
And now, you have any final thoughts, or you have any more joints you want to throw on?
He's still out there hunting. I think, and
Yeah.
he played joints that I ain't even sent. I thought I sent him.
He'd be digging.
He went in. When he found that cycle joint. I was like, oh yeah, knowledge is. He got the fishing rod out.
This was a journey that I wanted to curate through music. It's very rare you can find an artist that can speak. Y'all know mad artists that are very talented, but then when it comes time to curate their own process, it's a lot of and or it's nothing. Or they'd be like, I just let my music talk. People want to connect with you. Yeah, they want to connect with your journey.
Yeah.
So, sonically, you create a finished product. But when you're curating in this space, you're giving another life and likeness to what you already created. So your story becomes just as important as the artistry, what they know you in your vocation. You see what I'm saying? So there are things that I wanted to ask that I found through the music. So I don't have any questions because the quest was a journey that was time well spent with the process of selecting. So now I got to dig through all of the archives and select something that's in line with the bill because you got it cosmically. You see what I'm saying? You got it celestially. So the terrestrial space was an easier space because the celestial path had already been laid. So you see why you are the way you are and how you create in the manner in which you create. So now it's just a space to show and prove. So I had the easiest job.
Word.
So here we go with further evidence. Furthermore, furthermore, you understand what I'm saying? So literally you putting it out there. So they like, I hear all of this stuff, but can he actually spit? Oh shit. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's why the journey becomes important because you can show where you've been. You literally can show it. You don't have to tell anybody where you've been, but it's good for them to hear it. But it's also good for them to see it. So this journey, and we didn't even get through everything, So just imagine the selection process trying to make sure that both of these things are full, that both of these cups are balanced. So you had a chance to share your story and you had a chance to bear witness. Because oftentimes when we create, we don't get a chance to actually look back. We on to the next, on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. So one of the things that I do well is create a space for you to be able to look back. That Sankofa effect. You could go back and affect it like, damn, I forgot I wrote it.
Right.
I forgot. You see what I'm saying? I forgot. I heard Dragon say in an interview that he don't remember any of those songs that we love. All of the songs that we love, he don't remember them. He was in an interview talking to a lady, and it was like, well, what about this and what about that and blah, blah, blah. So she was there doing the best that she could.
Right.
But if he was sitting with me having that same conversation, if I'd have started kicking one of those rhymes, he would have came with me. It's like total recall in the moment.
Indeed.
So because a lot of those songs and things have pain stains and trauma associated with them, your mind will block it from you to protect your psyche. So you like, nah, I don't remember it because whatever was associated with it. It could have been loss of a loved one, whatever the case may be, to keep your faculties in check and keep you in the present.
Right.
It'll elude you. But total recall work. Total recall work. So once you hear the spark, so taking it back through, the discography allowed me the opportunity to be like, all right, I just want to see Kill Face when I play this. Bat, got you. Bat, got you. All right, boom, boom. All right, yeah. So we took it from the past to the future.
Word.
Now, so I love your work. I love your mind, and I love the sacrifice.
Thank you, my brother.
Because there's a sacrifice involved in standing on your square properly.
Thank you, my brother. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I appreciate
you can falter out here. Any the evils, the interorientation, the interpretation, depending on how you got it, where you got it, more gold for your labor. Sounds enticing, especially if you're bellying full. You understand? So the fact that you, in your vocation and your work, they're twins of each other. So the reason that you got started is still the reason why you're going. It just continues to translate in all of the ways that you do, from the written word to your living word.
Islam.
Salute to you for using your holy breath properly.
Well spoken.
This is love. This is nothing but love right here, man. And man, from the heart. They say the nearest place you can find Allah is in the heart, man. And from the heart, bro. My brothers, I appreciate this. What you said to me, Knowledge, when you started about, me being able to curate my story without the music, man, I've never heard anybody say that to me, man. So when you said that, it shined light on, gave me even more perspective on why I'm doing this music, brother. So I really appreciate it, man. Again, I learned something again tonight. You know what I'm saying? Just being a part of this. So yeah, this was dope, bro. Nothing but love.
Powerful impact.
Indeed.
Till I said stop playing and come through here.
What you said, my brother?
Until I said the Duke and Ted stop playing and come through here. Stop playing.
Indeed. I'm gonna send him that kite.
I see on Astrologezus.
I said instantly, you know what I'm saying? Duke and Ted, the Empress. You know what I'm saying? Tell him stop playing.
Exactly.
I got you. I'm gonna convey that message to him for sure. That's my brother, man. So it's nothing for me to let him know that message. Shout out to the Duke of Tears, man, the whole Sultanate. Shout out to all the Moors out there putting in work on their square. You know what I'm saying? It's just beautiful, man. Like I said, it's a beautiful time to be alive. Nationality is the order of the day. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Upright, independent, and fearless. You already know what it is, man. Salute to all my.
Tell them get that gear too. You know what I'm saying? Tell them get that gear.
Get that gear too, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Get your Godro.
Right there.
Get your Godro. You understand what I'm saying? Get your Godro.
Sure. We gotta look the part. Get your Godrobe on for sure.
Yeah, I like that.
Support your own, support. And let's look the part, man, for sure. Let's look the part. Yeah.
Man, this was amazing.
Hey,
Thank
man.
you for coming through.
For sure, my
bringing your
brother.
light to this space.
Just as we planned it. Just as we planned it, man. When we link up again, I'm gonna have some more jewels, some more bangers, some more videos.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep this train rolling.
Yeah, you know we're gonna do this again.
For sure. I mean, like I said, what we cooking up, man.
Next level.
I'm
Next
excited.
level.
For sure. I'm excited about it. Yeah, man. Knowledge. My brother Kai Zodiak, man. Love y'all to life. Let's keep it rolling.
Love always.
Keep putting in the work. Keep doing what y'all doing. Educating, shining the light, and really leading the way. Taking the consciousness and leading the way, man, because we need that. A lot of people don't know where to go these days. And Kai, you putting a map out there. You putting a clear map out there for the people, bro. And I've seen it from the inception. So again, you know, I got nothing but admiration and love for you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep inspiring. And like I said,
Truly
man, till
appreciate it.
the minds meet again.
Indeed.
Word.
Peace and love. Knowledge. Where we going out with?
You know, that's like the hardest decision in the world. Okay. I said I had the easiest job, but it's always the hardest decision. You see what I'm saying? So it's 3 people on the planet that I had trouble figuring out what to play. 2 of them is on screen, and the other one is in Alaska.
I already know.
So that's it.
Royal priesthood in the building.
Royal priesthood in the building.
Yeah. That's a whole nother world. You know what I'm saying?
Whole nother world. Whole nother planet.
What's coming together it's a force that has never been seen and never been heard before.
Word. Peace, love, and light.
Good night.
To the royal priesthood. Killer priest. The whole squad, man. Nothing but love.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Spaceship Rip. You already know how we do it. Self-medication on the way. You know? Yeah. About to take flight again. The Guardian spreading his wings on him, man. Y'all already know how we do it.
Word.
Now it's still over there shaking the dice up.
Yeah. Shaking the wheel.
I sent you something called More Fezzes or like It's Over. I don't think we played any of those. But you the DJ.
Yeah, we was going according to the that's crazy. I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna run that.
Hey yo, in the womb for 9 months, that's 3/4 of the wheel. Add it up and get 7, check the thoughts I revealed. 7 days of creation, 7 torches I wield. 7 swords, 7 lords, 7 courses like meals. 7 circles round the Cairo on the Zodiac wheel. 52 cards, that's 7 in the deck that you deal. 52 weeks spread in the year, the septenary. Who didn't understand his wisdom is necessary. 7 principles of man. I cracked the 7th seal, 7 layers on my shield. 7 fingers on the hand that's invisible, pointing to one of the 7 miracles. Star of the 7 lords when you polish the seventh emerald, 7 essential minerals. The firmament birthed the 7 layers in the atmosphere, the same are in the eye. 7 angels up high, middle ladders in the sky. 7-layered computer system, call it SOI. Gotta read the signs in the physical design. The 7 balance acidic and alkaline. I climb 7 steps, 7 heavens, 7 depths, 7 chakras, 7 watches I profess. That the wise man decides before reacts in the space of 7 breaths. 7 literal parts, 7 glands, 7 lambs, 7 liberal arts, 7 luminous sparks, 7 personal planets, 7 days of the week, 7 colors in the rainbow. What I'm saying is deep. The 7 sleepers in the cave, 7 species like wheat in the land of milk and honey, 7 ships in my fleet, 7 musical notes that play the 7 vital body organs. The music lives inside you, don't you hear your body calling? 7 virtues from prudence to hope, 7 deadly sins that kill whoever isn't awoke. 7 continents, 7 comets sit in my throat, 7 golden springs in this mystical flow. 4 directions all connect to 7 cities of gold. I'm just opening my wings to fly above the 7 hills of the 7 Roman kings, through Saturn the 7 rings. Circle the 7, the planets and everything. Planets and everything. Words from heaven put a circle on my 7, a piece in my heart, a star in my crescent, a compass for my square, answer the 4 directions, navigate the 7 seas. I'm the answer to your question. Yeah, 7 thunders, 7 ancient wonders, spokes on 7 wheels, 7 dwarfs in the slumber, 7 dragon balls, the most lucky number 7, 7 adept lessons, 7 perfect dimensions. Noah's Ark, 7 pairs of each creature, 7 hermetic laws, 7 breaths in the ether. It's over once my voice gets injected through your speakers. 7 in the sound, the heart is 7 pounds. Libra's the 7th sign, but let's flip it around. L is God and 7's L upside down. 7 Kundalini serpents, the Bible is 7 churches. I write in prophetic verses, 7 oaths that I vow. 7 nerve centers in the spinal canal, 7 portals of initiation. Sa'at fair, 7 circumambulations, 7 golden lamps in the book of Revelation. 7 trumpets I blow, I fed the multitude with 7 loaves, fresh off the stove, yeah. Now let's begin, there are 7 deadly sins, 7 circles, 7 sorrows of the virgin I rode, 7 camels, while 7 shepherds carry the glow of 7 candles. My face is 7 legs, it's 2 eyes and 2 ears, 2 nostrils and 1 mouth to speak. 7 luminaries, the master the 7 seas. 7 candle menorah, light the path. Come and step this way, peace to the L's and bays that breathe in the stellar rays. I dropped the mic as God rested on the 7th day.
Lord have mercy. How did I miss that one?
Whoa.
Is that brand new or I missed that one? How did I miss that one? That was, man, bro.
That was a couple of years ago.
What? Yeah, I missed that one, bro.
Took it back right there.
Amazing.
I got so much stuff that I don't forget about.
Amazing.
I'm gonna do
That was
another
amazing.
one with all 12s.
That was amazing.
Appreciate it, for real.
Yeah, man.
Where'd our DJ go?
DJ Knowledge.
DJ Knowledge then grabbed up the crates, threw them in the truck, and skipped the spot. Yeah, this was definitely amazing.
It was, bro. Yeah, man.
Going back, through all of your joints, at one time, it's such a journey, you know what I'm saying, when you take the time to really do it.
Indeed.
Like you were saying, like we don't always take the time to go back and reflect on where we've been.
Right.
The path, and I find that it has an effect on things that we create going forward. When we take the time to go back and read our story again up until this point.
That's right.
And then it can renew you, give you a whole new sense. It says the internet shut down. You see, all this is in the energy. Mercury is opposite Neptune right now. You know what I'm saying? So them cutting the stream, his internet shutting off mysteriously. A lot of mysterious things
You
happen.
know, sometimes that surge is too much for him. You know what I mean? So
And so well, we need to hide this light.
yeah, it be like that.
Yeah.
But you already know what it is, more. You know, I'm looking forward to some treats in the email soon, so we can keep
Absolutely.
this, so we can keep this beautiful music train going, man.
Absolutely. We're gonna keep it flowing, you know what I'm saying? So to the next time.
No doubt. To the minds meet again, my brother.
All right.
Islam.
Islam.
Peace.
Peace. Now let's close it out with